Welcome to the Friday Night BS show.
Wow, we get applause.
Yeah,
dude.
we got applause. Yeah, quick show disclaimer. This show is in no way
At times
made for
fawns of
children.
Satan, huh?
Are you guys done talking? Nowhere made for children, so send them to their rooms, please. Also, no one on this panel is a certified therapist. We're simply sharing our experiences, so keep that in mind when you're trying one of Bob's pickup lines. Okay. Okay, there. Let's see here. Okay, with that being said, let's say hello to my co-host and our guest tonight. This guy was the 7th member of the Commodores, but got kicked out for being too sexy and had a voice like an angel, Mr. Bob Sharp.
Hey.
If the world was, I was going to go there, Bob. If the world was handing out nice guy trophies, this guy would have a room full of them. Mr. Brian Power. I got to come something. Our next host is Medefesser's version of Aphrodite, the Greek goddess of love and sexuality, Mike Hawk. Also joining us is our guest tonight. This guy's got a closet full of overnight bags. So if you're looking for a new overnight bag, ladies, email Bruce at www.swiperightforabag.com. Our next guest has 2 gigabytes of dick pics on her phone and says she's got enough now to start a new coffee table book called Wine and Weenies. Say hello to Jennifer.
Oh,
wow.
What is up, guys? How's everybody doing tonight?
Pretty well.
good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We have some beautiful weather in Modesto the last couple of days. It's been nice, man. See some sunshine.
Windy tomorrow, they're saying.
Yeah. That's okay. Let me make sure people can comment. Give me a second here. Almost forgot that, boys and girls. Don't want to do that. They'll get pissed off at me.
Just in case somebody's actually watching us, right?
Yeah, no, they watch this show. They love this show. For some reason, they love this show. I don't know what it is. Yeah,
We go.
Comment lines are open. There we are. Hello, Amanda, Cam. What is happening, Cam? Cam's in Canada.
Canada?
Yeah, he's in Canada.
Oh, she's from. She's back. Another Canadian.
Yeah, we got 2 Canadians in the house, and both of them on opposite sides of Canada. Cam is on our side, and Suzanne is on the other side.
Oh, what she added to her name? Oh.
What did you think? She was on a dick hunt?
Apparently.
We love those.
It's like an Easter egg hunt. What's up?
Yeah.
Well, if you got an Easter egg hunted, that's nothing.
Lucius, welcome to the show, buddy.
Lucius Long. I like that.
Yeah, Lucius. That is his actual. That is his actual name, guys. That is his actual name. Yeah, that's his actual name.
Oh, okay.
You know what?
Lucius
Hey,
Long.
better than Richard Cranium.
John Addictomy.
Yeah.
Oh, Bruce, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Survived another week. I played golf like crap today, but hey,
that's all right.
You
started a new dating service. You want to talk a little bit about that? How's that?
I'm still in the learning phase. I'm hoping I'm not swiping the wrong way.
Don't do that.
There should be all the same, right? I mean, it's
But
always
but then you read the comments and the girl says they make a whole comment and says and swipe right, and I'm going, well, does that mean she wants that or doesn't want that? Because the way the comment went, it's like you should swipe left, not right. But
well, I'd have to read the comment, but they do that. They'll say like, oh, if you aren't okay with this or whatever, swipe left, or the political one, they'll say swipe the way of your political views.
There's a lot of political ones on there.
Yeah, there is. It's not actually. I don't know. I don't notice it too much in our area, but
maybe. These are all because I got a 40-mile range and it picks up part of the Bay Area, right? So it's a lot of the Bay Area women.
Yeah, that's what I hate about that though. Bruce is it never wants to go towards Stockton or towards like Merced. It always wants to go towards the bay.
It goes to San Jose or it goes to the East Bay?
It goes to the bay, and I hate that. I don't want to date somebody from the bay. I would rather it go south, or if I do 60 miles, I'd rather
it go south here. You don't want to go too south.
Yeah, I mean south or north.
No, I would rather it go south
Sacramento,
or go
Merced, Fresno. You know that way.
Delhi?
Delhi.
No,
over
by
I know it goes
Sacramento.
to. I know it goes to Turlock because I
What's
met a
that?
gal in Turlock.
What's that nicer place by Sacramento?
Why do you smell like cheese?
Elk Grove, right?
No, not Elk Grove. Not Elder. It's not
Citrus Heights.
It's not El Dorado. It's kind of
Rockland. Rockland.
Rockland.
Eldorado Hills.
Oh, that's gotta suck.
Eldorado Hills.
That's gotta suck for you, Cam, because you can't really go. I mean, you're in Canada. I mean, I know you're on that side of Canada, but that would suck if your tender gives you everybody in Washington.
Oh,
shit. He's got to cross the border for a date.
He's got a big range.
Either he's got it set up. I mean, even if he had it set up at the max, I mean, he must be real close to the border.
I have mine at 40 miles.
He can't even go across the border right now, right? You can't go across the border right now, right? Isn't it closed?
Hey, man, you just got to find the right person to get you across. Now, whether you're getting back or not, is a whole nother story. But
I think we can't go in there, but I don't know if they can travel in and out.
I don't even think they can travel out, but I know we can't go.
Canada?
We can't.
Yeah,
we can't go there unless it's business. I think
you have to take the. I know from Mexico, you got to
50K range.
You got to take the COVID test before you can get on the airplane. You can come back. You got to have a release, and then you got to take the COVID test when you land back.
That's 50K. 50.
Then you're supposed to quarantine for 10 days.
Burn his lip from forgetting
Forgetting to put the top cap. What?
Roseville.
Hold on.
That's too far.
Oh,
that's
Roseville. Yeah.
Roseville's too far. Roseville's too far.
No, it's not.
And then you get some of the towns up in the foothills, and I got literally looking up on the map to find out where the heck they are.
You don't need you got a phone. If you're still pulling out a map, you got some trouble.
I meant the phone.
Come on, Bruce,
I don't mean real map. It's like plug in the city in the phone and go, where the hell is this?
Oh no, I'm talking about Folsom.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Bruce, I traveled in sales for 20 years up in
Folsom
California.
Has some hot.
I know every little back road and every little country town.
Yeah, it doesn't go up that way. It leaves
me a
like
call.
the one at San Jose and goes to the East Bay. Sucks.
Where the Lodi Broad's at.
Lodi does have some good ones, B, but you already know how those Folsom girls are. Folsom girls are like the Bay Area ones.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
Well,
they're
Folsom.
It's
Folsom
weird. Like
girls,
Folsom is like a rich little community that just breeds like blue-eyed blonde hotties.
Yeah,
those are the girls that just want to be close to the prison.
I met a gal up there that
close to the prison.
Oh no!
That's the other one. Yeah.
They want to be close to. They want to get that prison love. They want that rough prison love. They get that
different Folsom, John.
No.
Gold. Yeah.
Gold. Now that's. Oh no.
Hey, Deb.
We're Canadian.
We got a lot of Canadians in the house tonight.
Oh no,
man!
Stopped in Folsom inside the prison was classy.
It was classy. I have my Folsom prison story. They wouldn't let me in there. I went in there to go see my brother-in-law was in there, and I was wearing blue jeans, and they wouldn't let me in because I was wearing blue jeans. So I had
the dress code for.
You can't be wearing the same. You can't wear blue jeans because all the inmates.
All the inmates wear blue jeans.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I had.
Wiped your ass.
Right,
I had to drive back into town and buy a pair of slacks to come back in, and then they wouldn't let Katrina in because she had a wire in her bra, so she had to pull the wire out of her bra to get into the prison. So she had to go to the bathroom, take the wire off so she could get in. I was like, "What the fuck are they going to do with this wire? I mean, it's bra wire. How strong can it be?"
Hey man, Hey, man.
Those guys are pretty creative in there.
Yes.
People have done less with more, or done more with less. So
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got, they're digging out a tunnel with a plastic spoon, John. Man.
yeah, right.
There's something funny because I didn't even think about it until I watched this other show that made me laugh about.
Ensign's bra wire is dangerous.
Oh yeah, they could use it to choke somebody. But that Shankshock Redemption movie.
Uh-oh.
And
Joggers on.
Yeah. And what's funny is even how did he crawl through that hole to get out of that movie and put the poster up so perfect?
What, in Alcatraz?
No, in Shankshaw Redemption.
Oh, Shankshaw,
yeah.
Let alone, I had to shake that dirt out in the courtyard every day, down their pants. So.
Yeah, but how did he put the poster back up perfect on the hole when he left?
Maybe he had tape in the middle of it to where he could just go like this and tape on the thing and just
it just flopped down after he went through.
Yeah,
it was hinged, John. It was hinged.
Okay, yeah, it could have been hinged. It could have been hinged.
That's the dating site.
He just lifted up.
That's true. Sorry.
I don't know why.
Yeah, you're right. No D.
Yeah.
Yeah, no D.
Lots of lube. Lots of lube.
That's my baby. She knows. Lots of lube. Glide right.
Shankshock's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah, that was a good movie. And I'll be honest, I watched that movie for the first time 2 years ago. I didn't even know that movie existed.
Oh, really?
Until 2 years ago. Yeah.
Long time.
Don't you love that when you come across like a great movie that you're like, holy shit, I can't believe I never watched this?
Yeah. That was one of them. I was just like,
oh,
wow.
yeah. If I saw that movie today, I'd be like, what the fuck? That's a great movie.
Sticky lube. I don't want no sticky lube. What kind of lube? What kind of lube are you using?
What kind of lube is sticky lube?
I don't know.
That's called glue.
All right,
it's called adhesive.
Gorilla Glue?
That's called adhesive.
God, I knew
that's called glue. You need to chill.
Yeah, I don't want.
Yeah, you don't necessarily want sticky lube. I don't want any.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't sound interesting.
I don't even know if that's a real thing.
I eventually want to come out of there. I mean, it's a nice place to be in, but I don't know if I want to be in there all day.
I don't think it's something you permanently want to be bonded to, John. It'd be kind of
chocolate or caramel syrup.
I would not use any of that shit as lube.
Yeah, but you never. I guarantee you could search on the internet. And there'd be some point where somebody was using it as lube.
Sure, there's two girls.
You got. Oh, she's talking about the picture. I thought you were going somewhere completely different.
I don't think they had sticky lube back then.
I think this whole panel was thinking you were going somewhere else.
I think it was lube.
Yeah.
A bunch of dirty birds.
We're a bunch of dirty motherfuckers on this show. That's all
we do have an R rating, so
sticky lube? What are you going to use that for? That's not good.
Well, she said lube. Why did she say glue?
I know at least two of the guys on this panel were thinking anal.
Guys? I mean, guys.
I wasn't even thinking that. I was just wondering how we got on that topic. I thought I missed something.
No, we're just dirty. That's all there is to it. We're just dirty. Yeah. Let's just leave it at that. We're just dirty. It's Jennifer.
Hey, it's not our fault that she said lube instead of glue.
Yeah.
We just don't put that shit.
Don't put that on me, John.
Don't put that on me. Oh, you get
What's the goddamn topics today?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Well, I'm pretty sure in the middle of all this talking, we'll eventually get to them. So
we'll get to them. All right, let's see. Which one do I want to go with first? Let's go with the easy one. Here we go.
The easy one. Chili?
Worst food to eat on a date, Jennifer. If you're on a date and the guy's sitting right in front of you, what is the last thing you want to see him be eating?
Oh, him or yourself? Because I went on a date and dude wanted to get Indian food. So we got it. And oh my God, I ran to the bathroom and I thought I was going to see God. I'm not really into that shit, but I had to leave. So I would not recommend eating Indian food on the first date because that went in and it decided it wanted to come out.
What am I going to get too much curry?
I love curry.
Too much of something.
I love curry, but it hit the wrong way, and oh Lord,
that ended that date quick, huh?
Oh yeah, but you know what? It wasn't a loss.
Yeah, no. See, the thing with Indian food, if it's your first time eating it, so if you're going on a date and that's your first time eating Indian food, your stomach is not going to accept it.
It wasn't just the first time. I love Indian food, but I hadn't had it in a while, and something about a particular dish just hit me. I don't know if it was food poisoning, but it fucked me up. And I was like, yeah, you don't want to be around me right now. Bye.
Yeah. Your stomach's just fucking growling and shit.
That's like that American Pie movie where they slipped him the
oh yeah.
The guy that wouldn't go to the bathroom in school.
Yeah. I was that guy. I never took a shit at school. I'd always go to my buddy's house across the street if I had to take a shit. I'd piss there, but there's no way I'm sitting on one of those fucking dirty ass toilets. Not at school. No way. I'd go across the street. I would walk.
And I think they actually made him go in the women's restroom.
Yeah.
They changed the signs, and he was such a hurry, they steered him into the gals' bathrooms.
Yeah.
And he was having a bad time.
How about Jennifer? What do you not want to see your date eating? Oysters. A whole plate full of oysters.
What are you planning? I have not necessarily made that decision yet. So I would highly recommend that. I hope you're eating that because of your own enjoyment.
Yeah. What would you not want to be eating?
I would not. Okay.
Because you're going to eventually kiss them.
Yeah. In the event that something's going to happen, don't eat any spicy food. I don't need my coochie burning.
You don't need coochie? So you shouldn't eat hot Cheetos? You can get hot Cheetos.
I would hope he would have something to drink afterwards. Like, what's he doing? Just eating hot chicken wings and then just not even wiping off his face?
No. You don't want to accidentally have that shit on your genital region at all.
Yeah.
Fingers, not in the mouth.
Oh yeah. Brush his teeth and get the mouthwash to rinse out there or something.
There you go.
No, you eating jalapenos, you eating salsa and all that stuff. No.
Fucking Tabasco going there on the dinner.
He did hot wings, licking his fingers. Hey, hi.
Throw some ranch on it.
Yeah, bring some sriracha sauce.
Yeah, nothing spicy and nothing, no spicy stuff. No hot wings, no salsa, no peppers. I mean, bell peppers are fine, but you just don't take care of yourself. No, if you want to come anywhere near this, you stay away from the spicy.
Noted.
Or brush your teeth.
Noted.
Yeah, but even that.
Or just drink your beer.
Pardon?
I said just drink your beer so that it, washes it down.
Yeah, but you still got hot sauce on your fingers is what she's talking about, man. She's
okay. Well, what are you gonna do? Not wash your hands first? What are we going straight from the restaurant? I mean, we just gonna hold on. I just got finished eating these hot wings.
It's gonna be snacking at home too. Round table delivery there.
Snack. Hold on, let me eat these leftovers before I get down.
Maybe you don't understand that even after you wash your hands after
it's
hot
wings,
chili, there's a certain thing that chilies give off, or spicy things, that even when you wash your hands, they're still there. You feel them burning later depending on how sensitive you are. And for a woman, that would be hell.
Yeah, it's still on your fingers, dude.
I don't think it'd be good too for the guy either, though.
No, not after he touched her with that and she freaked the fuck out. It would not.
Yeah.
What's that burning sensation?
No shit.
It's a new oil. It's a new lotion.
Could you imagine? It could be probably compared to grabbing Ben Gay and using that for lube.
What do they call that? The spicy condom?
Every guy on this panel has got a Ben Gay story, man.
Not Ben Gay, but this girl I was dating didn't tell me she was allergic to icy hot.
Oh wow!
And I bought the I had stopped at the store at the gas station and all they had was the fire and ice condoms. So I bought it. And we had just woke up in the middle of the night and we started having sex, and then she was like, "Did you like buy some kind of special condoms or something?" And I was like, "No, it's just the icy hot ones or the fire and ice." I was like, "It's all they had." She goes, "I'm allergic to icy hot." I was like, "That's something you might want to have told me."
Yeah.
I was like, "We've been having sex for like 6 months at this point. Like that might have been something you should have told me."
Yeah, you're supposed to know everything that they're allergic, but in 6 months you should know everything about.
I mean, icy hot. How often does that come up?
It doesn't come up.
Hot one.
Oh yeah. I can see that now. You're in the middle of dinner, and by the way, if we ever have sex, do not use the fire and ice condoms because I'm not hip with icy hot. Yeah, they talk about that at dinner all the time.
Oh, I know, right?
Just a heads up.
But it was just like it just happened to be that was the only thing the gas station had.
But, you know, maybe we should put that on the dating profile, Mike. You know, use icy hot condoms.
Yeah, I'm allergic to icy hot condoms. Please do not buy icy hot condoms.
And I don't think I'll put that on the profile.
Poor woman, her pussy was burning.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't the ice part. It was
your
fire.
love life, baby. That's what it is right there.
Oh my God!
You gotta add a little spice. How about you? Yeah, go ahead, Jennifer.
I was like, weren't we talking about food, and now we're talking about icy hot fucking condoms?
Oh, yeah, we're talking about Aphrodite's.
We're talking about
the goddess of sexuality. There, Mike. He just goes. You could say tacos, and somehow it'd get to sex. It'll get right to sex. So, Bruce,
you say tacos.
It's going right there anyway.
What was the question again?
My girlfriend had a beautiful taco.
What food do you not eat on a first date?
Well, I spicy stuff, obviously, like Jen was talking about, because of the residual side effects. But the messy stuff that's just going to get over your face and your hands, like ribs or something like that, where it's like you can't look possibly neat eating ribs.
No,
on your fingers, over the side of your face.
Almost any. I shy away from anything that I have to eat with my hands. Almost.
Yeah.
Especially with ribs, you look like a fucking animal, dude.
Even if you've been married to her for 30 years, it's like,
especially if it's like, if it's like a first date or a second date or something.
Yeah. Or something that's not going to drip down your face or your lap, or spaghetti that gets all over your shirt.
I'm not a really big messy food eater, anyways.
Yeah, you don't want to be ripping apart
Jen's dying because she's got a comment about this messy food.
Go ahead.
I'm cracking up because I understand it just all depends on the person. You don't want to be sitting across of a chick and have her just go rah and just start going into fucking the barbecue ribs. But
ripping the meat off the bone.
I literally seduced a man eating ribs because I looked him right in the eyes and I was just like,
yeah, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, it works different for you.
But you got like barbecue sauce from one ear to the other too, or what?
Oh, there was barbecue sauce all over the place. I was licking my.
Yeah, you guys could get away with that.
And it was. I swear to God, I thought that man could not stand up.
Well, sometimes girl probably get away. For a guy, would you look at that sexy with a guy with rib sauce over his face?
My significant other was on the other side eating a rib, and he was licking that shit and everything. Look at me, I'd be like, "That's right, you take care of it because you later."
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be scared.
That's like on the first date. It's like that's a questionable tactic,
Yeah,
it backfires really quick.
If you just want to get laid, it works.
Yeah, first. Yeah, I don't know. For a girl, I don't know if she wants to be sitting in front of some guy that can eat a chicken wing to the bone. Just you know how some of those guys just pull out just a fucking bone.
Details. Clean it. He is thorough, and he will be thorough.
Gotta make sure that tongue's really showing some movement, and
He's enjoying that motherfucking chicken wing. Just guess he's gonna enjoy you later.
Jennifer's gonna go. Check, please. Check, please.
We're taking it to go. Pack it.
Put that in the to go box. If that guy could clean a chicken wing like that. If that guy can clean a chicken wing like that, we're going home.
We're going home.
My mom eats it down to the bone. I love that.
I've seen it.
Down to the bone. Yeah.
Yes, I do. She
How
knows.
about you? Yeah. How about
There's
you,
no
Brian?
bone. Hey, Jen, there's no bone in that. That's just a play on words.
Yeah, it's just a play on words. There's no bone in there. Brian, what are you not eating in front of your date?
On my date, anything messy, like just super messy, to me is like if you want to take somebody on a date, like you need to bring them someplace where they can actually eat food on plates versus like finger foods, like messy finger foods, like she was saying, like wings and like ribs and stuff like that.
Jennifer,
well, it's a whole different story.
Jennifer's into that stuff, though.
Yeah.
Right, but you don't know how people eat those things, though.
Yeah, I mean that'd freak me out. I've seen some guys, man. They just eat them like. I mean, there's literally not a piece of meat left on that fucking bone, dude. I'm just like, how the hell did you do that?
Jewelry, baby, make them glisten.
Not hard. It's not hard. Trust me.
Yeah, take it easy down to the bone, man. That's what it is.
So. Damn.
Well, also everyone eats wings differently, though, too. Like, everyone has their own way of doing it. Some people actually use utensils. Like, I don't like
There's got to be a boneless
all over
wing
my
if you're eating
hands,
utensils.
like around my mouth, and like somehow randomly I'm always wearing a white sweatshirt, and somehow I get sauce on my white sweatshirt.
Yeah, see, that's not.
Don't know how that happens.
You can napkin up and and zip up and all that stuff. And it's like,
yeah, that's not sexy.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, that's not. Mike, what are you not eating on your date? Big bowl of chili.
Pretty much not chili. Pretty much the same thing, just not anything that's messy. I mean, I'm not a messy eater to begin with, but I don't like eating anything that is really messy. Other than that, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. You eat your chicken wing down to the bone too, Mike?
I get boneless.
What's wrong with you? Whole different taste on those things, man.
Oh God, yeah, it's not the same.
It's
I'm not even like a huge. I'm not even a huge
boneless
wing
and
fan.
bone in are not the same chicken.
The only annoying thing with wings is that if you get one, it's like you bite into it, and all of a sudden it's broken in the middle, and then you have to eat it totally differently, and it's just.
Well, and then you gotta get your tongue in between the two bones to get that meat that's right in between, right?
No, the one that's split like that, you take the small bone and you eat around the small bone first, and then you just grab your teeth and just pull it right out and just spit that out, and then just eat the whole thing afterward. Works super easy.
Girls, there you gotta use the tongue to push that. Show little calisthenics.
No. Actually, with those, when they break in the middle, when I was little, I was anemic, so I actually just sucked the fucking marrow out of it. I didn't care. That I eat chicken differently.
Yeah.
You're kind of scary, Jen.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? When it comes to food, anybody that knows me knows that I'm very passionate about it. If I'm enjoying something, I'm enjoying something.
Yeah.
I love to eat good stuff. My snacks, I'm not one of those dips and chips. I'm the prosciutto and the mozzarella and the cheddar and the salamis and all of that wonderful stuff with the olives.
You got the whole deli tray out there, huh?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bob,
With slices of apples, grapes.
what is Bob not eating on his date?
Because whatever Bob wears, stuff gets on his shirt. So Bob avoids pasta because of the sauce will always end up on my shirt. So Bob usually goes with like a steak and like broccoli and a salad. That's the first date. Because that will not get if I'm eating pasta, there is sauce all over my shirt.
On next week's show, Jennifer will be eating food and moaning to it for us.
What? Come on, Jen. We're gonna see you do ribs, some chicken wings.
Yeah.
Right.
That would be a pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view.
Fans only.
Make sure you get the deli tray out too. So
Only fans?
It's not fans only. It's only.
we want it. We want it. We want to see you peel the grape without using your hands.
Only fans.
Do it.
I'll freeze them first. You can watch me peel it off with my teeth.
There you go. Can you tie a cherry stem in a knot?
Yes, I already knew what you were asking.
Yeah, yeah. Been there, done that, huh?
Yes, a few times.
Make sure they have a coloring book.
But tied it in a square knot.
Can you make this into a square? We're going home. Check, please. Check.
Yeah.
Can you pull the car up? Oh man.
I need a wheelchair.
I'll come back, get my credit card tomorrow. We're out of here.
Yeah. All right,
Exactly.
let me jump into the next one. Let's go with this one because we got Jennifer here. She's pumped up.
Why are women judged differently
Than men when dating younger.
Because it's a double fucking standard. That's what it is. It's a double standard. Men can date women in their fucking 20s and be 60 and it's cool. But if a woman in her 40s is dating somebody who's like 25, oh my God.
They always go to ropping the cradle. They always, that's like the go-to words.
Everybody talk just because people make this like or out loud, they're like, oh, like that's good for him or something. Every time we see an older guy with a younger girl, we always talk shit about it. Everybody knows that.
Well,
we always look.
The girl's a
look
gold
at that
digger.
guy,
The guys, guys
we
robbing
always talk
cradles,
shit about it.
something like
You know
that.
what? That's kind of horrible. But
But we usually go to the good for him. We're like good for him. We always.
Yeah, I don't think.
Well,
there's
but that's more of like a joke. It's like, oh, good
Right.
for him. Like he gets some hot chick. But if you asked us seriously, we'd be like, yeah, that's weird.
you know what? In all honesty, I see an older man with a younger woman. I'm like, you know what? That's an arrangement that they're both okay with. So good for them.
Yeah.
He's getting his dick sucked by that beautiful fucking woman who is 20, 25, 30 years younger than him. Do you think he gives a fuck about what you think? He probably doesn't, because that beautiful woman is slobbing his knob.
Yeah.
And she gets whatever the hell she wants. If you are beautiful and you have a man that finds you beautiful and you make that exchange, she's spoiled fucking rotten and he gets his dick sucked. I think that's a good arrangement.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, what we're dealing with is stigmas about it. Is pretty much what it comes down to. Like everyone's been instilled with the stigma of an older guy is only dating a younger girl because the younger girl wants the money from the older guy. Like if the younger guy is dating the older woman, it's like more of like, oh, you're actually more mature type area. Like that's a stigma about it.
The young guy and the older woman, you must be looking for a mommy. You need someone to take care of you. There's stigmas to that too.
Right.
If you're an older woman and you want a younger man, they're like, what? You need a mommy? What? You can't find somebody closer to your age? What's wrong?
Right, but when you say somebody needs a mommy, they're also looking for somebody to take care of them, which means like doing the chores and all that stuff around the house and everything else like that too. Like that's another thing too, to look on that aspect of it.
I have many young men that have tried to ask me out simply because I am almost 50 and I look like this. And I'm like, don't fucking call me mommy.
Spank me and call me daddy.
You're not calling anybody daddy here, do you, right?
Hell the fuck no. No. And you know what? And the younger men, I've asked them before, why? Why are you go 5 years in between your age? Go find someone close to your age. And I asked them.
It's called
why?
MILFS.
MILFs? But you know what? Moms come in all ages. I was a mom when I was 16. So that's
not all men have mommy issues. We just want to be spanked.
No, we don't.
No,
we don't have mommy issues.
We don't have mommy issues at all.
No.
I've been with multiple older women and I had zero mommy issues.
Yeah, I mean, Mike's not putting on a diaper for her.
I don't need no woman to take care of me.
No nursing?
No nursing. You sit,
No,
lay on her
thank
lap.
you.
You get on her lap.
Okay, so the younger men thing with older women. I've dated, when I was 31, I dated somebody who was 21. He was a complete and utter sweetheart. But we had way too many different things that we just did not have in common. And I was done having kids, and he was only 21. Hell, I didn't even know he was practically a fucking virgin with me. I was 31. I was like, no, sweetheart, you really need to go get some more experience, and you need to find someone to give you some babies.
Yeah.
I've met gals. I mean, the generation gap. It's hard to even have the conversation because they're like in a whole different world compared to where you are. You know,
Well,
it's like
yeah,
they
I
don't
think
watch
that's
the
what a lot
news.
of
They're
us.
not up on political events. They're not
Yeah, that's
current
what a
with
lot of
anything
us
that's going
think. It's
on
not
or
like
any of that
we
crap.
like. It's not like we have anything against it, but it's the fact that people don't want to admit that there is a difference there. Like I like right now, I could never date a 21-year-old. I would have nothing in common with her.
No.
Everything that I would want to talk about or that I care about, she would think is like boring.
Oh yeah.
And I can admit that, but people date way outside their age range, and they don't. It's fine once you get like a lot, like somebody who's 35 dating somebody that's 45. That's you're both
bad.
grown adults. There's nothing wrong with that. But somebody 35 dating somebody that 25, you're going to run into issues that the 35 and 45-year-old don't run into.
Damn, I'm screwed on these dating sites.
But people, because it's true, like
right?
after you, I am so different than I was 5 years ago. Like the things I'm interested in, my mindset is way different than it was when I was 25. You change after you turn 25. Between 25 and 30, there's a lot of changes going on there.
Yeah, but Mike, when you get up to 50 or 60, then you just start changing back again, going the other way again.
Well,
going the other way.
Give Mike a call, Bruce. He'll help you out with some of the terms you need to use for those 35-year-olds.
But no, I don't
at 35, you're probably
I don't have
fine,
my age thing set that low.
Oh, you didn't set it that low yet?
I didn't set it that low.
You're a grown ass adult at 35. Like that's
yeah.
If you want to date somebody 10 years older than you, you're probably going to still have a lot in common. It's not
my minimum age setting is
it does
40.
depend because people, I mean, there are people who are younger than us that are into
get resumes.
Get resumes.
Get resumes.
Yes.
No, me and Brandon came up with that a long time ago. We said there should be like Carfax reports for women.
Yeah.
For women?
Damage report.
Well, men
damage
too.
Reports.
Like for women?
Damage. Yeah, no, seriously. It's just
for men and women.
How has the maintenance been kept up? They had their oil changes?
Yeah.
How many previous owners have?
How many fender benders they've had?
Right. How many accidents
have they been in?
How many accidents? Fender benders.
Slightly used.
Has she been rear-ended?
Does she have a clean title, or is it total?
Is the timing chain going out, or
is it total?
There's a total.
Fucking
salvage title. Does it have a salvage title?
Yeah.
Rode hard, put away wet. I mean,
you know what? If you're not ridden hard and put away wet, somebody's doing something wrong.
Well, yeah, but that's the difference. though. Is she a Prius and been rode hard and put away wet, or is she like a Dodge Ram that can take it and still come out looking good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it a muscle car or an import, right? Yeah.
Does it look like somebody beat it like an Everlast punching bag, or I mean,
okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to address.
You got it stitched up.
The image of a vagina.
Interior restored.
You can be a woman that's never had any children and look like a roast beef sandwich down there. And you can also be a woman that has multiple children and looks like a very nice fucking flower. So it's not the woman's fault what their vaginas look like.
We're not.
Blame the doctors now. They're going to blame the doctors.
Oh, God, don't blame the doctors.
Just blame the kid with the big head. That's all you got to blame.
Who never has children, who the down there doesn't look like what you think it should.
Just blame the kid with the big head, or the kid that came out with this Stewie head with shaped like a football.
Oh Lord, you must
You
have
just
done.
gotta find the right ones because it's just like it's the same thing with like how it smells. Like
On the
some
dating
people,
going there.
some people can't deal. I mean, some people they don't get to choose that. Like I've been with like a girl that like I knew she was like a very clean girl, but
we lost John.
when we had sex, you just couldn't like it just the whole room smelled like it. I smelled like it, and it wasn't a bad smell. It was just her smell.
It was a sex smell.
Yeah.
Sometimes like
fishy.
there's a sex smell, but not just fishy. I'm not saying like a bad smell, but like I could smell like her pussy.
It smelled like
literally I could smell it on me. Like I'd put my clothes on, we'd go sit on the couch, and
She
I
put
could
her scent on you. Ew.
So it was like
she marked you.
She lifted like
I love pussy as much as the next guy, but I don't need us to be smelling like it when we're sitting on the couch afterwards. Like
yeah.
Well, hey,
but that's not something she could control. I mean, she's a clean girl, but that's not something she could control.
I mean, there is a smell after sex. But
that's
I mean, if you're out
I'm talking about if you leave the room and go to the it still smells
that
like
smell
it.
is
You don't want to walk into the 7-Eleven and everybody goes, "Yeah, dude, you got some."
You got some. I mean,
Now, can you go please wash your hands before you touch the hot dogs?
And the thing was, I always wondered if she could smell it too. And then one time, after I got done eating her out, she was like, "Okay, now go brush your teeth because you're gonna smell like me." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, I was like,
that kind of ruins the mood, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, you gotta go brush your teeth first before we keep going. So yeah.
You're not gonna kiss me without smelling the breath.
Right, because I was always wondering, like, can she smell it? Like, because I'm sitting on the couch and I can smell it.
Couple Tic Tacs, Mike, you'll be good as new.
Couple Tic Tacs,
absolutely. Fuck.
A lifesaver.
She told me to go do that. I didn't give a shit.
She knew that she smelled so bad. She did not want to kiss you after you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't smell bad.
No, Rebecca, there is no TMI on this show.
I forgot Aunt Becky's on here.
There is no TMI on this show. This show, there is no such thing as TMI.
Yeah, you don't.
The funny thing is, she got me and Brandon a sign for our bar at the house that said "Getting people laid since 1989."
Yeah, the only sound you're not going to hear,
she knew what type of time we were on.
Yeah, the only sound effect you're not going to hear on this show is this one, because we don't beep shit here at all.
It's horrible.
Nothing gets beeped
John's
here.
the only one who gets us kicked off of Facebook when he
music. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
That's funny. I was just watching that movie right now. How did we get on this subject? What topic were we on?
We're still on.
We're on
older women dating younger guys.
Oh yeah, older women dating.
Older women and younger men. It's possible to get offers.
It's totally fine. Everybody can do whatever they want.
Now let me put it in this situation.
Age is just a number, right?
But people need to admit that a lot of the time when there is a large age gap, it's because somebody's looking for something. Like you can do that's fine. If a girl's looking for an older guy to take care of her, or he's just looking to have a hot piece of ass on his arm, that's cool. But don't piss on us and tell us it's raining and like you guys are just so much in love because when she takes you for all three of your houses, like
Jesus.
I mean, it's just like you guys do what you want, but just don't try to pretend with us and lie to us. Sometimes it's real, but we all know a lot of the times it's not.
Marry Michael Douglas. He is much older than her. She is a beautiful woman, and she can for Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah.
She's
Catherine Zeta-Jones, right?
Hey,
who hurt you, Mike?
Yeah, it's not who hurt me. It's just
common sense.
Everybody knows what everybody knows. That is one area that men have been fucked over since day one. I know a woman.
Younger woman going with an older man.
I know a woman. No, I'm talking about just the money portion of it. Like when it comes to divorce and shit. I know a woman who they were married for like 8 years, and they're older. So this was like they got divorced like 20 years ago. but they were married for like 8 or 9 years, and they did have 2 kids. And he's a very wealthy guy. He's got a very successful business, but he's been paying her alimony for 20 years, and he has to continue to pay her alimony.
Well, I thought they only had to pay alimony for the length of the marriage.
Back like 20-something years ago, you had to pay alimony for life.
Yeah, now it's for the length of time.
Now they changed it.
26 female California. Slightly used. Rear end, never used. Oh shit.
No back.
Okay, let me put this situation in your let me do this situation, and then I want you guys to answer it with the first thing that comes to your mind. You're sitting at the bar, this 55-year-old walks in and she just starts hitting on a 20-year-old. What is your first thing that you think, Bruce, when you see that? Yeah.
Foolish kid.
Huh?
I said the foolish kid.
Now she's hitting on him. She
walks in, an older woman walks in and starts hitting on a younger guy.
The cougar's gonna eat that kid alive.
Yep. Come on, everybody knows it. I mean, that's obvious, but that's anybody that walks in and just starts hitting on somebody. They're looking. If you're at the bar, you're looking for sex.
Oh my god! If it's a bar and you're a hot old lady that comes in and you get that, that's the one right there. You're coming for one thing and one thing only, honey.
Yeah.
There goes her.
I've seen it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. First, there's a lot of sucking and blowing, and then they take your house.
Yeah. She's looking for a marathon, not a sprint.
Hell yeah.
She got. Sorry, if you got older woman that's hunting for
access granted,
that's hunting on the prowl for a younger man. She's looking to get her undercarriage taken care of. She's not trying to find someone to marry.
Yeah, if she's an older woman, she's
just looking for a fix for the night.
Yeah, if she's 50 and she's hitting on a 21-year-old, she just wants to get rocked.
Well, you get that with the younger girl hitting the older guy up in the bar too.
Yeah.
She's looking for somebody to pick up the bar tab with.
See how we changed that though?
Yeah.
You see how it changed? I mean,
because most 65-year-old guys aren't just laying it down like a 21-year-old is.
Yep.
No. Hey, they got Viagra now. Come on now.
Not a husband.
No, I'm sorry. I can tell you that I have experienced older men, and I've experienced him.
Just talk that
so I can tell you that factors with regards to stamina. And,
access granted.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that the stamina is there to match the stiffness.
The older guys are there for the marathon, not for the sprint.
That's right.
Right?
That's
right.
right.
Well, yeah, but if you're sprint,
the older guys are there for the marathon, not the sprint.
Yeah.
Older guys is an afternoon of sex, snacks.
I'd love to see the average guy do the shit that I do in the bedroom with the average older guy.
No, they take aspirin before and after, Mike. We just gotta take some aspirin. We gotta take some Motrin for the muscle aches and pain.
We use the Bengay and the icy hot afterwards.
Afterwards, not during. After.
That would be bad.
I'm good as long as it doesn't involve the floor. So if we could just stay off the floor.
What's wrong with the floor?
It's because you're going to stay on the floor, Johnson.
What's wrong with the floor?
You got to put the pillows down. The soft blanket.
If I got to get on my knees,
it's going to be an all night thing on the floor.
I sat a girl up on top of the toilet tank and fucked her one time.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
I mean.
But if we're going floor,
then we ended on the tile bathroom floor. I mean,
if we're going floor with no cushions, tile floor, that ain't happening.
You don't want to fall into the bathroom sink.
I'm not going to stop and say, this doesn't feel good, or this hurts.
By the way, if you're just joining this show, it is rated R. So bedtime spawns of Satan. All your little kids go to fucking bed. Quit watching.
Yeah, but John, you can always have them on top. You don't have to be on top.
Mike.
On top, with me on the bottom on a tile floor. You're on the bottom on the tile floor.
Bruce, I almost did. I had to stop and catch because
I'm saying those things are not on that good.
No, it wasn't on that good. I'm telling you, we almost broke a few things in that.
Oh yeah,
it was. We actually both started crying, laughing because we slipped, and I slipped in because it was like we were about to get in the shower and then just started going at it, and I slipped on the tile. And we fell, but like I half-assed caught her before we fell, and so we were dying laughing. We fucked that bathroom up.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a couple times crawl under the bed to put the leg back underneath the middle of the bed.
Oh yeah, one of the towel holder inside of the towel holder in like hotel bathrooms that you hang the towel on.
Yeah, those aren't hanging really good.
I broke one off one time. It wasn't a good place to put my leg. Let's just say that.
They only hold towels, Mike.
Well, you know, they're kind of high, like, and I'm not that tall of a guy, so I had to get I was trying to get my leg up.
Mike, you gotta build a bathroom with plywood, right? And that way you can anchor everything in the bathroom down permanently.
No, because it was a little. I was trying to do it on my tiptoes, but then I just put my leg up on that, thinking I could like use it to get myself a little higher and a little leverage.
So you need like a rock climbing wall in your bathroom.
There you go.
Wall, dude.
They're everywhere.
I haven't done that for a few years.
A harness. Fucking go in there with a harness and shit. You can see Mike coming out of the.
Mike, you got the spinner net in over the bed?
He's got a swing. Mike's got a swing in his house.
Not a swing.
That's the one thing I've never had is the swing. I got the one that goes on the door, but
yeah.
I could see Mike getting ready for sex.
And
he comes out of the
fan is not that well supported, so don't try to hang anything off.
No.
Well,
I could see Mike coming out of the bathroom ready for sex, wearing a fucking harness, wearing a harness, fucking hooking to the ceiling thing.
John, you don't hook yourself. You hook her to it.
No. You're getting yourself set up for traction. You're not on the swing.
You got the belt harness with the jumping cords?
Yeah, hooked on there. Mike's putting fucking baby powder on his hands, getting ready to fucking get down and shit.
Oh, well, back in the day, I actually had one girl that found out about it, and she didn't talk to me after that because she got so freaked out because she was like, I don't know if I'm ready for all that because a bunch of the girls were over one night after the bar and found my drawer that had all that shit in it, like the swing and like all my tie downs and stuff, and they told the girl
find the fuzzy handcuffs and all that stuff.
On his tiptoes. And they told her, and she told her sister, she was like, I don't think I can handle all that. She goes, I'm not experienced enough for that.
Yeah.
That's why you take a lesson, sweetheart.
You get practice. See now, Mike talking about all that stuff.
She was one of those stuck-up girls, and I'm pretty sure she would probably be lousy.
She probably just lay on her back. She
looked good, but I'm pretty sure she was going to be a lousy lay.
That's horrible. You know.
But
no, her friend even confirmed it with me. She goes, "Yeah,
LeBron James."
There are some dead fish out there, Mike.
I could see Mike open the bathroom door. Game on.
I'm telling you.
Go ahead, Brian.
Brian.
A funny story about like your sex swing thing. I used to work at like an auto detail. Like what we did was used cars that would come in, and we would clean them all out for them to be sold again. And one came through, we would find all sorts of stuff in there. We'd find like home stereo equipment. We'd find all sorts of everything, other junk and stuff. In one car, we actually opened it up and we found like a bunch of like straps, and we're like, what the hell is this? We took it all out and put it all together. Here it was, a sex swing in the back of a trunk of a car.
That's awesome. The mobile sex swing.
Yeah. That swing will travel.
See,
hell yeah.
Mike made me think of a new topic for the show right now. So, yeah, the walk of shame. The walk of shame.
The walk of shame.
we had that happen so many times at me and Brandon's house that we were actually going to make a board and start taking Polaroids of girls and putting it up on a board. Because like
horrible.
I can't count the amount of times that like a girl. So you clean the shaggin' wagon. Is what you're saying. we because everybody would be hanging out in like the way the house was set up. The bedroom you come out from the hallway.
Jesus Christ! It sounds like a predator lounge.
No, it's just the wall.
Where a bunch of guys that live in a house,
ended,
so you know,
like out where the hallway came out from the bedrooms to the living room, that wall was the wall that the TV was on. So everybody sitting on the couch would be watching TV. So when the girls came out of the hallway, they would literally be staring at like our buddies that were sitting on the couch.
Yeah, you couldn't leave the house. You couldn't leave the house without everybody.
You couldn't leave the house without everyone in the living room seeing you.
Yeah.
So basically, it was a parade so that you could see who gave it up.
Yeah, the builder designed the house like that.
No, it was just
that was just a lot of walk of shames here.
John can attest to that. That's the best way for that house to be set up.
See, that's why my master bedroom has got the hallway, and then it's got an exit to the rear patio.
You know what? I never quite understood the term "the walk of shame."
It works for both, Ray. It works for both.
It does, yeah.
You know, it is the walk of shame because you're supposed to be ashamed of what you just did.
No, they're just a little roughed up.
Girls are just naturally shy when it comes to people knowing that they just
that's what they were doing. Yeah.
Most women are girls.
Guys don't give a shit. Guys will walk out with their pants tucked in their boots and their shirt half off,
high-fiving each other.
We don't give a
high-fiving everybody.
You just got some.
Your roommate.
It's a double standard. It's a double standard. It's such a fucking double standard.
Damn right, we're proud of it.
Yeah.
Girls are naturally shy.
Guys are walking out. Guys are walking out of the bedroom, going, "Smell my finger. Smell my finger."
Okay, you know,
participation trophy.
Because I've actually had a man accuse me of being like a man.
Oh no. What's wrong with that guy?
Stop fucking pussy.
The reason that he accused me of being like a man is because he caught some feels and I did not. He was there for a reason.
Yeah.
Well, that's called lack of communication.
Well, no, that called like some people, they just like you. And as being a woman, me being someone to be like, we're not.
So you were the aggressor and he didn't
no, you guys just obviously didn't have that talk.
Not on the same page.
Oh, honey, I'm very clear about what my intentions are.
Yeah,
well, then that's his fault then.
Yeah.
You told him you didn't want anything serious, and he did. That's his fault.
Picking up what you were putting down, Jen.
And I have left a person's house with my shoes in my hand, barefoot to my car. And if you ask me, was I ashamed at all? Hell no. I was smiling ear to ear because I just got the back knocked out of me.
Yeah, I don't think we mean like the girls are shy. It's just, you know,
the walk of shame.
You don't want to.
Usually, what it is.
You don't. Yeah, but I'm just saying. Usually, it's just, you know, they don't want. It's not being shy. They just don't want every guy in that house knowing what just took place.
Well, I mean,
because they're shy about
when they're leaving, they're not really. They're not presentable. They've looked.
Yeah, their hair's all natted up.
Yeah, they look like they just got the back knocked out.
They're carrying their heels in their hand.
They look like we just took that pussy to the woodshed.
But I'm just saying that the whole term maybe it's a good idea to get rid of the walk of shame because we're all grown and we all choose to have sex when we want to, and nobody should be ashamed about it.
But you control the walk of shame though. If you're not ashamed of it, then there's nothing to worry about.
I think the walk of shame is an age group, though. I think it stops after you get to a certain age.
Well, yeah, because if you're 30 years old, you usually don't have all your friends hanging out in your house after you just got done smacking it.
Unless you don't.
The fact that you took pictures of women and put them on a wall.
I didn't say we did. I said
didn't
we were
do that.
going to because it happened so often.
So it was a plan that never just quite
got it was a plan that never came.
So what he's saying is that
if you're in the house with you, you deserve a walk of shame.
See? Exactly. Exactly what she did. Oh, yeah.
So all Mike's saying is that it was a thought.
It was a thought. He was thinking about it. They were thinking about it.
Thought.
Yeah, and then they were going to put star ratings on them.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't want to know all the shit. I mean, we
It's a
we were
5-star.
dogs, but they knew it.
John, you're
I
not
mean,
helping here.
I know.
They knew what they were getting into.
I was
so
the guy sitting on the couch.
Yeah, they did. When
I
you
was the
come
guy
back,
sitting on
when
the
you come
couch.
over to the house just to party, and then
Yeah.
Okay, so
you're just hooking up with people every night. Everybody knew what our house was.
Yeah.
okay. So the walk of shame was a valid rule. Okay, get it.
Yeah.
No,
It
not
was.
really.
No,
Yeah.
I think it was definitely
Like I said,
bragging
the walk
thing.
of shame is all about how you act. Most
Yeah.
girls are shy when they come out because they don't want everybody to know what just happened.
Oh,
Guys
honey,
come out and guys don't give a shit.
it's just but it's that.
Well, you
even
got to remember when this took place, you're talking about 18, 19. They're talking about 18, 19 years
so
old.
shitty.
Well, what Mike's saying is that it's not like, I get what you're saying, Jen. Like, I understand like your point. Like, don't get me wrong on this, but most people, like some girls that like even like Mike's been with or I've been with,
Brian's
kind
such a
of get
ass.
they get more like ashamed of like what just happened because they weren't like upfront with what they wanted. It just kind of happened. They're like, oh crap, now what, type thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
That's kind of where the whole walk of shame
Want to
comes
be
into play.
perceived to as that definition of hoe or whore because that's what's been planted.
Which I understand that.
They don't want to be looked at
I
like
understand that.
Yeah.
Go there and you're going there, and you know what? I can tell you that sometimes the woman gave it up because she liked the guy, only to be treated like that, and that sucks.
Right, but at the same time, like if you walked into like a party that like say like me and Mike are throwing a party and stuff, and there's girls there and there's other guys, Brandon's there.
Well, wait
and
a
all that
minute.
stuff.
Why wasn't I
Anyways.
invited to the party? What the fuck, Brian?
Oh, wait. You know, I mean, if
I'm
you
just
really
saying.
want to update this,
And Bruce.
Well,
We'll
add
just
me
put
to the
Bruce in.
fucking story,
Okay,
so
Brian.
when they're
fine,
leaving,
fine.
we
John's
should
in there
just
too.
hand out
Okay,
participation.
John's-
look, I'm going
John's
to
in
make
the
this
podcast.
very
Anyways.
simple. Hold on,
Hold
guys.
on.
I'm going to make it
Hold
very
on.
simple.
Hold
Wait.
on. Let Brian
This
finish
is-
because he's going to add me to the story. Go ahead.
He's there doing a podcast in the corner. It's fine.
All right.
Just
Well,
don't-
now start
anyways.
it with all three of us. Go ahead.
Jesus,
Okay.
John.
Mike and I and John apparently having a party without
All right.
podcasters.
Yeah.
I don't know how this happened, but that's dumb. But anyways, so apparently Mike ends up sleeping with a girl who came over,
Hoe.
and but the thing is, when the girl comes in, she's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna sleep with Mike," and that's it. And then she leaves.
That's it.
And like, there is no walk of shame then, because everyone knows it's gonna happen. It happened, and she leaves.
Okay,
Like,
because
there's a whole different story.
All right, get it. I get it.
Right.
She walks in,
But
I'm
if you
fucking
pronounce
you
it,
right
yeah,
there.
if you go and pronounce it, there is no walk of
Fucking you.
shame.
No, because
Do
look,
you agree with
it's
this,
very
Mike?
simple.
If that happens,
no,
there's
I
no walk
agree
of
with
shame.
that.
In your
Yeah,
face,
I
sucker.
agree with that. But girls aren't
Well, I mean-
girls aren't built that way. But the thing
Correct.
is if you go to a party and everyone's partying and you go in the back with a guy and you guys hook up and you guys come out and everybody knows what you just did and everybody looks at you or even starts cheering and shit because that's happened
Yes,
a million times. You can't be mad at that. Like, you had sex in the middle of a party. I've literally watched girls cheer and shit when that's happened before. Like, you can't be mad at that. And because people hear you getting pounded out in the living room, that's definitely happened. We're fucked up. We'll like bang on the walls and shit, bang on the doors.
So you
Like-
make a spectacle out of yourself so that everybody knows that you're having.
No, I'm saying we did it to them. We did it to them while they were having sex. We would bang on the doors and the walls when we could hear them having sex.
Oh, I had a roommate. And we did the same
okay,
thing. So he's over there with his girlfriend. I'm in my room with that girl. We're not doing anything, but because we could always hear them having sex and vice versa. One night we got up there and we started banging the walls, and she started making noise. Well, they're on the other side of the wall doing the same thing. None of us are fooling around, but we're making the noise, banging the wall. And we both come walking out of the room laughing like they're crazy because nobody was having sex.
Okay.
So we were just
Thing is
stirring it up.
That's different. That's different than having a house, which basically is like a fuck house.
No,
And
I
then-
never lived with more than one other guy. There's a
The
roommate.
women come in and it's like this revolving door of women that are going there and they're getting laid, and then they're kind of just that's some teenage shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, for a lot of those years, we were teenagers.
They were teenagers.
We were 18, 19,
They were
20, 21,
like we
and
were. They were
everybody
just
knew. That's what everybody would
they were
come
just
over,
fucking
party.
rabbits. They were just like
Everybody would
fucking
come over,
rabbits.
party, and get laid. Like,
Yeah.
That's old teenage stuff, and
Yeah, that's not going on now. Mike
I-
doesn't have a swinging door at his house now.
no.
No, Mike's now making them breakfast.
No,
There's no more walk of shame. Mike's done.
yeah.
Gets
Someone
up,
is giving
makes
a
him
round
cup
of applause
coffee,
back
gets
there.
some breakfast. You know, there's no more walk of shame.
No.
I got that. I got
But-
the whole thing.
Yeah,
I got
Mike's
It was
private
like that a
home,
few years
Yeah,
ago.
Mike's
all
got
that
a little
stuff.
fucking bed tray. He brings in the fucking bowl of cereal and some fruits and a little flour now.
little flower in the
class-
vase.
Mike's classy
you know?
No.
I just
No.
think that historically, the walk of shame has been really difficult and very hard on females versus males, and it wasn't fair.
Yeah, but it
And
went both ways. It went both ways.
But
There were
you
some
see, the
guys.
girls was a walk of
It was-
There was
walk of
some
shame.
walk of
The
shame
guys, it
for a
was a
couple
walk of
guys.
fame.
yeah,
Right?
for guys, it was like, woohoo, I just got
Walk
laid.
of fame.
No.
Yeah.
There's sitting on the
She's easy.
after getting done in the morning. You wake up, you go sit on the couch, and some kid sits next to you and asks you if you're his new daddy. That's
Okay.
my walk of shame right there. That was my walk of shame right there. You
Most
my
of the
new daddy?
time, we never once
fucking
had
hilarious.
people yelling "ho" or "slut" or
Yeah,
any
no,
of that.
no,
And
that never-
We never
yeah.
did any of that.
No.
You don't
If you have sex at a party and you can't handle some people cheering after you come out of the back, then don't come do it.
The world
Sorry.
gang gone back.
But we never
That's all. Like maybe I
roll
don't.
away gang gone bad. No, we did that over here in my mid-20s. Mike never had a walk of shame. He let the host spend the night.
Oh my god.
B, don't even try. Don't even try to front, fam, like you never had bitches stay the night in the room. Quit.
I guess
Trying to put me under like that.
maybe I don't understand it, and I take such offense to it because I was 15 years old when I
Let them host in my room.
did that stuff.
Oh shit.
Where are we going now?
I don't know, man. I should have never brought up the walk of shame.
What's your next topic?
All right, next topic. We'll go with a nice one here. We go, and I had to use a stock photo, my own photo, so on this one. Oh wait, can you see that?
How important is it to
No.
you that your friends
Like the person you're dating. Who wants to go first?
I can't see that.
How important is it to you that that your friends like the person you're dating?
Yeah, it's important because if my friends don't like that person, it's very awkward when we're around out with friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, your friends have to like the person you're going out with. If not, then you guys are just doing like his and her dates and never hanging out with friends.
Yeah.
Well, then also, like, if your friends don't get along with your girlfriend, all you do is playing damage control every single night that you guys are out.
Yep.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
And you feel like you can't go hang out with your friends because either she don't like them or
Zero fucks. So you don't care if they don't like the guy you're with? Well, you're married.
Well, that's
so-
different. I mean, that's different when you're been married for years and you're older. Like,
yeah.
but I'm not going to start dating somebody and then because my friends are now my lifelong friends. Like, it's a
Right.
small group. I only have
Yeah.
certain friends. Everybody else is like cut out. So if the people that I trust and stuff, if they don't like you, there's a reason they don't like you.
Yeah.
My friends want me to be with somebody. They don't want me to not have somebody. So they're not gonna find stupid reasons to not like someone.
Yeah, see,
What are we talking?
I'm more
So-
awkward. 'Cause my friends all knew my wife, right, before she died. So when I'm dating somebody, it's like a whole other scenario because
Comparing.
they're comparing, at that point, So it's like, so I don't really bring anybody I'm dating around my friends per se
Yeah.
to avoid
Well,
that.
no, you
Yeah,
wouldn't
right.
unless it was like
Yeah.
something long term, like you thought you guys were gonna be.
Yeah, long term
together.
ain't happening. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you were, that's when you would.
We're talking-
But
we're
since you're
talking about-
not,
Yeah.
You better watch
So-
out because when you keep putting stuff out like that, something's gonna come around this world and make you change your mind.
No, he's the hammer. He's the hammer. He could
He's the
drive a
hammer.
2-inch nail through a 2x4. He's the
they're gonna hit a
hammer.
golf ball a long way.
I can chisel my name in the side of a brick building.
Yeah. with no hands.
With no,
So
no, yeah.
if you question though, if you found a woman that you just ended up
I
feeling
asked him this one already.
amazing, like she's amazing,
He still says
she-
no.
she's everything you thought you never wanted, and you not only feel comfortable around her, you like her, like a friend.
You would just get rid of her, right, Bruce?
Unicorns don't exist. I've hunted them for a while now.
But Bruce, okay, let me ask you. So you don't see friends hardly if you work, home, and life. Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Bruce,
true.
but so let me guess. So Bruce, if you actually did meet some chick and you thought you started to really, really like her, like you would want to date her, would you just get rid of her because you'd be like, I don't want to go down that road?
Yes.
Well, probably.
Yep, that's what I figured.
And you're sabotaging yourself. Why?
No, because it's not what he
No,
wants.
I'm actually protecting myself.
He's protecting his
Yeah.
interest.
It's not what he wants. I totally get
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's to each his own, but okay.
That's why he has a closet full of overnight bags, and he's going to start his own website where you can swipe right to pick a bag.
That's why I have my own house.
Yep.
I have money in the bank.
Yep.
I can do whatever the hell I want, whenever I want.
And guess
Well,
what?
and the other thing is you've
He
been
never
married. You've
runs-
done that. Like,
Yeah, he's
so,
been married.
you know.
And I don't have to answer to anyone.
Yeah, and he never runs out of fucking
Thank
coffee
you.
pots.
And
never
I
runs
don't
out.
have a honeydew list.
He doesn't run-
Man, I just it sounds so
He's lived,
small.
but he's lived that part of his life. He's done that
Yeah, you
already.
got to remember he was
I
married.
was married for 33 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he's just, you know.
How long have you been single so far? Or widow? 8 years. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you were being that you were married for so long. It doesn't surprise me that you've been this long, because it takes time to get over something like that. It takes a long time.
Bruce, how old are you?
None of your business.
Jesus.
I'm old.
No, I'm just saying, because I added that up. I'm
Bruce
like, holy
goes
shit.
old.
Like, Bruce, you don't look that old.
I'm 61.
He's
He's
61.
61.
Oh, see, I
Very
would have
good,
probably.
Bruce.
Oh, so you got married young then. But
I was 21.
21. I was going to say, I guess I would have put you at like late 50s.
I thought Bruce was 55.
Well, I'll be actually.
I was going to say 55 to
I'll be 62 next month.
Next one.
Good. Okay. Well, happy birthday.
Well, you look good for your age.
Yeah. So, but I understand.
No, I mean it's different, and maybe because I was married for such a long time that it's hard for me to get back into, or fathom myself getting back into that whole routine.
Yeah.
Right. Because 33 years, there's definitely a routine there, right?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So trying to fathom yourself back into that same routine with another woman, right?
Because it would be a different routine.
It would be a different.
It would be, yeah.
It would be a different human, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So it's just something that I don't know if I really want to go down that road.
Yeah,
Well,
and you have other things that are important to you, and your finances and your home, and
I
you
have
got a lot
at
of
this point
you can't-
in my
you can't
life,
be
I have
starting
things
over.
I have to protect.
Right. You don't want to be.
And
Because-
I understand that. I understand that you want to make sure that you don't have anybody coming after you because of your stability and what you've built. I understand that 100%. And
I don't want to share.
You don't want to fucking share. Fuck that sharing shit.
what if you met a woman who had just as much as you or more, because they exist?
No.
I have not, and then most of them
Found one in the
are in that
valley.
position or they got some issues.
You haven't found one in the Central Valley. He needs
No,
to
not out here.
He needs to stretch
So,
that.
You think that there are women out, because there are successful women who make a lot of money and they have their own house and property and stuff, and they have stuff that they have to protect themselves.
Right.
So if you got someone like that and you liked her, you still would be like, nope,
I live in Modesto. That ain't gonna happen.
Modesto. Because of Modesto, there's no successful women.
Right,
if
Bob?
I was Bruce's age, if I was in Bruce's shoes, I would
Right,
be the
Bob?
same way.
We live in
Yeah.
Modesto.
Yeah.
That's like that unicorn again.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with Bruce on that.
Sign that prenup.
Don't work
Yeah,
in
but
California.
we're in California though, so even a prenup can get tricky.
Yeah.
We're so screwed up here.
Oh, in California, yeah, it's community.
No, yeah,
No matter-
we're super
doesn't
screwed
matter
up.
what
Even
you
a
do with it.
prenup can be
Yeah.
tricky. Can like get you out of stuff. Like they can still come after stuff.
You're too young to understand, girl. You're too young.
I'm not ever getting married again.
Yeah, see?
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
So what happens if you find your unicorn?
Yeah, what if you find that guy with
What? You better be happy with being with me without being married to me, because I'm not getting married.
what happens if
Well,
you meet
don't
that
go
guy?
don't go past 10 years, because then it's you know.
Not
it's still recognized
that's
without
only in
the-
California, I think.
No.
I know.
Yeah. What happens if you meet that guy with the 10-inch cock that's as round as a soda can?
No.
Why is it seriously, John?
Christ.
Why does it have to go there?
I just had.
You know
No,
what?
you didn't have to do that.
That is not necessarily the first trait that comes.
Who's
Yeah,
Kurt Russell?
exactly. Thank you, Jen.
Kurt Russell and
Jesus.
Goldie Hawn. Who are they? Oh, they were married for a long time.
No, they're not married. They've never been
They're not
married.
married.
Oh,
They've never been married.
Oh, wow.
But they've been together like 30 years.
Yeah, they've been just together forever.
Oh,
Wow.
ever since
They love each
Overboard.
They love each other, just don't want to sign a piece of paper to let everybody else know it. Yeah.
Okay, see, I don't have to fucking.
Who gives a shit?
Right. Yeah, I don't either. I don't think we should be having to sign anything.
The thing is
No,
that
I don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm looking for the unicorn. I just don't
Driving
think
you
I'm going to
worse,
find
John,
it.
Jesus
the reason that I'm the way I am now is because my last husband tried to get spousal support from me. I'm not.
Well,
Yeah, that's not flying.
And that sucked. I can tell you, he tried to come after my pension, my retirement. We weren't even married.
Oh, so you know how most guys feel.
No.
Exactly. So I was like, hell no, I'm never getting married again. And
no, I mean, I have all that. I got
you want to
money. I got free pensions. I got Social Security. I mean,
Bruce, be quiet. Be quiet.
I didn't say how much. I just said I got all that.
Easy, Bruce. Don't let too much of that.
Advertisement, right?
Yeah. No. All right, let's go to the next one. Friday. I didn't finish this one, but who do you think apologizes first? Men or women? Guy.
Oh,
Bruce,
even though he doesn't know what the hell he did, it's the guy.
Oh, come on. That's not even a question. Are we bringing this up? Are we really having this conversation?
I asked somebody this because I'm talking to someone. I asked somebody this, and he said that guys admit they apologize first in an effort to avoid the conflict.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you.
And women take longer to apologize, but when they do apologize, it is heartfelt, but sometimes it's too late.
Yeah.
True.
And I asked, and I respect this person a lot, and I really appreciate that. I appreciated that feedback. He was very honest.
Yeah.
That the men will, as him being a man, he would apologize first in an effort to avoid the conflict.
Yeah.
Oh, guys are like that. We're all about avoiding the conflict.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't want to talk.
1000%.
Yeah. There's no need for talk.
And
no, it's just because we can let a conflict go after it's done.
Right.
Well, we don't have the memory of an elephant either,
Yeah.
so you know.
Yes, I do.
Because
Women want to fix everything. That's the truth, right there.
Yeah.
Right. Well, there's a big difference about talking about something that's happened and like actually like having a decent conversation with it versus like you trying to have a conversation, all of a sudden one side starts yelling at the other, and you're like, okay, let's calm down, let's stop and walk away, and then try to talk about it again. It's a whole different story. Like if I did something wrong, like I'm willing to talk about it. Like if I'm in the wrong, like no worries, or explain like why I did what I did. It's not a big deal. But and then like, you know, if I'm in the wrong, I'm in the wrong, and it's fine. Like, but at the same time, like you have to admit, like on the opposite side, that if you've done something wrong too, you need to come up and say like, yeah, I'm sorry if I said that in the wrong way or said this. That's, you know, that's a whole different story. But if the sides don't have that compromise or that willingness to share both sides like that, that's going to be an issue, because one side's always going to try to be stronger than the other.
That was deep.
I wanted to give Ryan a moment of complete silence, dude.
That was deep, bro.
Deep.
Wow!
Deep.
That's all.
You're on the wrong fucking show, Ryan.
All right. Well, being we're going to walk down this path, I just want one thing out of a woman, please.
Okay.
If you say you know what you did, 95% of the time, I don't know what I fucking did.
Yeah, thank you, Bob.
Tell me what I did. Don't keep going.
Yes.
Do not keep going. Well, you know what you did. No, I don't know what I did. Tell me what I did.
Thank you, Bob.
Well, no, you know what you did. I don't know what I did.
That's a guy's worst words. Oh, you know what you did, or you should know.
You should know.
You should know.
Yeah, I hate that one. You should know what you did
95%
wrong.
of the time, we don't know.
How
You know
could
why?
you do that? What did they do?
Big
And
deal
we did
to
it like
us.
fucking 6 months ago.
Women
too.
over
Just remember
traumatize
it.
every little thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but they can go back 20 years too.
Oh, yeah.
But it depends on what it
Tuesday
is,
or
though.
Wednesday on that day or something like that. It's like, what do you even? I can't remember what I did 10
really
minutes
depends
ago.
on what it is.
I
And
remember
everything-
back 20
Remember when I
years
sent you
for
when
that
you
one
get
thing.
yeah when you get remember 6 months ago when I sent you to the store for ice cream and you came back with fucking cookies, bam, like fuck.
Okay.
What?
I just want to know. Is this how your experiences have honestly been?
That's how most guys' experiences are.
Oh my God! What kind of women are you
I've
dealing
had
with?
experiences like that.
Hey, Jen, not
I've
the
had experiences
unicorns.
like that.
Not the unicorn.
And I got so mad at a girl one time because she would never tell me what I did wrong. I stopped talking to her. We're done.
Oh my
I
God!
did.
So
You know, Bob, what you did wrong, Bob. You know.
You actually
I
seem
don't
like
know.
a really sweet guy. I don't know why somebody would say that to you. Okay, so
I didn't know she would never tell me. She goes, you know what you did? No, I don't know what I did.
No.
I'm sorry, honey. That was just a crazy woman. Because I'm sorry. It's called communication. If something's wrong, you say something about it. You don't try to make people fucking guess. You be like, you know what? I would really appreciate. I throw out the garbage all the time. I would really appreciate that if it's full, maybe one time or another, you also throw out the garbage.
Yeah, that conversation never goes that way.
Yeah, it never does.
Okay,
It never does.
I can say that conversation goes that way with me, and maybe I'm different.
Most of the time, because you walk in, you go, I'm mad at you. What? You didn't take the trash out. I've told you 5 times already. Once.
Oh, that's the other thing too. Women are so good for that.
Yeah.
I told you this. No, you didn't.
No,
you never
didn't.
said that.
Yeah. First I heard about it.
Yeah, exactly. I swear. It's like I told. No, you didn't. You did not say that. That conversation never took place.
Okay.
I've had that happen so many times.
Okay, so
And then
Jennifer, I'm
famous
sorry
line
that
is
you're the
like,
only woman on the
you
panel
never
tonight.
listened to me.
I apologize.
You never
you're the only
listened
woman
to
on
me.
okay, so if you have you, Mike, quick question: have you had more than one woman do this to you?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
so,
Don't
okay,
even hesitate, Jennifer.
Yes.
Don't even hesitate.
Yes.
so you've had more
Yes.
than
Yes. Yes.
There is a reason that men die 10 years earlier than women.
When you say multiple,
And it ain't just cause we got shitty genetics, okay?
yeah, when you say more than one, it doesn't mean multiple. So yes, absolutely.
Mike's had that happen with 3 different women in 1 week.
Oh, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that.
They're
Hey,
telling
Mike,
you and you're just
so
not.
you didn't listen to him, did you? Huh?
No,
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Because everybody that knows me knows I'm a listener and I remember everything.
Okay,
Me too.
those are your friends, but these are women that you're dating, which seems to make a difference because you've been accused of it more than once.
Yeah, because when you guys start talking, we change channels in our mind. We try to
Pick up
No,
really
that's not even true. I'm not even going to go
stuff.
there. That's
Yeah.
not true.
Right.
Like
Just
I've always
words.
listened to
Okay.
Words.
it's just
Words.
it's just how a lot of women are.
Oh, okay.
Most women don't have the best of memories when it comes to stuff
Oh,
like that.
really? Oh, that's
They
great.
just don't.
Let Mama talk.
I remembered fucking everything. He hated the fact that I remembered everything.
We lose our hair at 30 and go full gray. Exactly. Man, there's a reason for this. There are scientific studies for this shit.
I had an argument with the wife. Just an example of it, right?
Yeah, go ahead, Bruce.
So this was a classic argument right. So we live in an apartment complex with a swimming pool, and I go, "Hey, babe, have you seen my black swimsuit?" She goes, "You don't have a black swimsuit." I go, "Yes, I do." "You've never had a black swimsuit. I do the wash and the laundry around here. You have never owned a black suit." I said, "I have a black swimsuit. I can't find it. You washed it. It was in the laundry. I don't know where it went." And adamant, angry. "Don't have it. You've never had one." So they pull up the picture from our last vacation, and I'm in a black swimsuit.
Yep.
Argument?
That's a classic.
It started out as a question.
Most women
for her, it became
when you tell them that they're wrong.
Yeah.
Because now I've showed her that she's wrong. I have a black swimsuit because goddamn, I'm wearing it last month.
Bruce, hold on.
So
let me
what
guess.
she do? She starts digging the house apart, trying to find his black swimsuit. Where is it? In her bathroom, hanging on the hook behind the door.
Yeah.
Why
did she apologize, or was it just try to brush it off?
She grabbed the swimsuit, threw it at me, and stormed off.
Yeah, and then Bruce apologized 5 minutes later.
And I got to apologize.
Oh my god. Okay, first, I'm sorry, Bruce. That's horrible. My last marriage wasn't necessarily peaches and cream, but fuck, I'm sorry. I would not be arguing with anybody over a pair of shorts, but.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the shorts. It was about the fact that she thought she was right, and
I was wrong.
And that's what it was about.
Yeah.
That to me though is asinine because I'm okay, but everybody's different.
For yourself.
I did look for myself. Who would have looked behind the bathroom door on a hook in her restroom? That's
because she put it
I would go look to find my swimsuit.
Yeah, she put it there. She does the laundry. It's her. If she's the one that does the laundry,
put it there.
Whatever.
Whatever, Brian.
Whatever, Brian.
Whatever, dude.
Whatever, Brian.
No, I don't.
30 and I have gray.
No, I don't.
It was like a big Easter egg hunt for something that didn't exist.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just gonna get them in bulk, then, Brian.
All right, next topic, John.
All right, hold on here. Let's see. Where do I want to go? Here's a picture of me in this one.
Oh Lord.
Compatibility. Name 5 things that are important to you in a relationship. Who wants to go?
Unicorn.
I'll go.
Go ahead, Bob. Go ahead, Bob.
Huh?
Go ahead.
All right. The 5 things that are important in a relationship. Number 1, honesty.
Honesty.
2, communication. 3, I want somebody who's ambitious and not doesn't want to do anything. I always try to push people to be their best. Got to be ambitious. 4, got to be attractive, but I'll make that 4 first, and then 5, got to have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Well, would you put sense of humor at like number 2, at least?
Huh?
I think sense of humor needs to be in the top.
Yeah.
No, I want honesty up top. I want honesty.
Honesty should be number
1.
Yeah, honesty is always number 1.
There, though.
Well, yeah, but
honesty is number 1.
Well, you got to have some trust there too.
Trust and honesty is the same thing.
Yeah.
If we dissect it, we'll be able to. Okay,
then you got to have the chemistry.
Well, yes, you would be talking
chemistry, right?
Compatibility.
Yeah.
I thought Bob for sure was going to say a booty. Got to have a booty. I thought he was going to go there.
Well, I think he was trying to be a little bit more mature, John. But he
was being a big boy. He's been a big boy.
Yeah, if I was 21, it'd be.
He said attractive is the package.
You're younger,
exactly.
And when you're younger, the order kind of changes.
Right. You don't care.
Oh yeah,
like this, and then it goes like that. Right?
Honesty doesn't make the list when you're younger.
God.
Really,
I don't think you can get
I really
past
need
one
you
when
to
you're
be
younger, right?
I really need you to be
It doesn't
honest.
matter if you're honest and you cheat on me. I'm just gonna fuck your friend afterwards.
When you're younger, it's just booty, right? Yeah.
Is your sister home? Is your sister home?
Right.
Yeah, seriously. You better be honest, because if not, your sister about to get her back blown out.
Oh my God.
So
Bad.
That's very lovely, Bob.
was
That's very lovely.
and if I was braver, a couple moms could have got it too. So
There you go.
Go ahead, Mike. What are your top 5?
it's probably pretty close to Bob's, to be honest. I mean, honesty is always number one with me.
Yeah.
I can't stand somebody lying. Like, even if you lie about something like small, like, I'm gonna get pretty pissed about it because it's just not necessary. But yeah, I'd say honesty is in no particular order. I mean, you obviously got to be attractive, honesty, sense of humor,
Booty.
ambitious or / successful. Like, in my age, like, I can't date some chick that's just happy being a barista at Starbucks. Like, that ain't gonna work.
But
Sorry.
she'll make you one hell of a cup of coffee though every morning.
Yeah, well, I don't drink
but
coffee.
she's working her way up, man.
She's
Gotta give her time.
She could own a
If you're
franchise.
28 and you're still working your way up, probably ain't happening.
middle management.
I don't know. I can't think of like another one.
Religious?
Yeah, that matters to me.
Conservative?
There you go, conservative.
Thank you.
That's the
knew
one
I'd
I was
get to
looking
this.
for.
Yeah, you know,
Honesty, attractive, sense of humor, ambitious / successful, conservative.
But you know, you put that in the profile, and then most of the women are not conservative.
Well, that's because
Yeah.
Especially the Bay Area.
Well,
where
no,
they
I
drag
would
you out
say
to.
your age. Well, the Bay Area is bad for that.
Oh no,
but
the women are my age, and they're liberal.
No,
They don't believe
Bruce,
in God. They're Buddhist.
It's worse than.
I mean, it's like
more women my age are more liberal than your age.
Oh well, no, but the women my age.
Well,
are
the
not
women
as-
your age probably claim liberal, but they're probably more classical liberal, which is
but at the
probably
same time,
more of like an independent now.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're looking for something wrong, you're gonna find something wrong.
Yeah,
that's just what it is.
Right.
Yeah, but there's a big difference. Like, I could never date a hardcore, like a liberal, like a leftist. There's no way.
Right.
That's not even. It couldn't even happen.
Yeah, the
There's no way.
conversations you would end up fighting a lot of times.
Oh,
especially-
I'd end up. You talk to me about anything, society or political, for 5 minutes, you're going to know exactly where I stand.
And it comes up. I mean, people think it doesn't come up a lot. It comes up a lot throughout the day.
It's life. When you're an adult, you're going to talk about society and stuff like that. Like,
Are you going to talk what's happening in the news or anything else like that? It comes up. Yeah,
it's true.
You do need
especially
to
in today's
in
climate.
common. You do need to have that in common.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, it goes back because that goes with having kids too.
Religion you can play with a little bit. Politics,
Religion, you could have somebody who's just not really religious
Christian
or
Catholic,
whatever.
you can deal with that. Christian Catholic, you can deal with that, but you're not going to deal. Yeah, you're not going
Or
to.
just not really practicing. Somebody that doesn't really practice it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, you gotta, if you're talking about raising kids too, like.
Yeah, that's where
I'm not gonna let you, teach my kids to go walk around with their hand out. Like, no, thank you. I wasn't raised that way, and I'm not gonna have my kids raised that way.
Well, how to work the system, Mike? You're not going to show them how to work the system?
Yeah, to work the system is you go get a fucking job,
right?
And you go work.
But she's
for what you want. Don't ask the government. Don't ask the government for shit.
Go ahead, Jennifer's got her finger up. Either she's going to pick her nose or she's got something to say.
She's not picking her nose. I don't think that's what that was.
I would like to introduce myself. My name is Jennifer. I'm 47 years old. I got my GED 1998. I didn't graduate from high school. I started working my ass in call centers in 2004. I have built my way up, and right now I am in a top team taking care of top shit and getting paid and paying my bills. And I am a Democrat. And I am someone who's very proud of the fact that I'm an American. I was born on a military base. My biological father is Army. My youngest son just got out of the Army earlier in 2020. I will shoot a gun. I know how to shoot a gun. I've gone hunting. I've done all of these things. I am my blood at my core. I am an American. And I am a Democrat, and damn fucking proud of who I am and what I've done. So when you talk about Democrats in that way,
yeah, but you're a different Democrat.
Like
you're kind of a loose.
I don't think I said the word Democrat once.
I said liberal.
Liberal. But
you're not a liberal, Jennifer. You're not a liberal.
I'm a lot of things, but you know, when I hear it, it does kind of like, I respect everybody's place, and I respect what you believe for your religion, and I respect what you believe in your political party. We are all Americans. It just makes me cringe though when I hear that word liberal, because of the negative. I've been called a liberal. That's why it pisses me off.
Whoever called you a liberal was an idiot, because you're not that far from being.
Well, it's like it's
you
like
have
the
beliefs
same
that are conservative beliefs.
It's the things you slapped on anybody that's a Republican, and immediately they called a racist.
I believe in
her daughter's a liberal.
I believe in humans. I believe we're all humans, and there's a lot of things. We're truly here. We're supposed to take care of our brothers and our sisters, and we're supposed to care for each other. We're not caring for each other. We're tearing each other apart, and it's sad to see that, because everybody that's preaching, Christian values, which is great, the values, but they're not following what they're preaching. They're tearing each other apart, and they're okay with children fucking dying and all kinds of shit. So I look at all of this shit, and technically speaking, I am a liberal, but that negative connotation is just killing me. We're not lazy. We're not trying to get something free from the fucking government. I worked every goddamn day of my life since I was 15 years old. Never collected unemployment. I would refuse to be on welfare unless it was absolutely necessary under the circumstances. When I see people who use it that need it, and then I see people who do also abuse it, it makes things bad. And it's not just liberals that would be abusing something like that. It's just people.
But the stance of the Democratic/Liberal Party is giving stuff to people. Is socialism.
Oh my God, giving stuff to people. You're supposed to take care of your brothers and sisters. Are you not?
Giving stuff to people that haven't earned it.
That haven't earned it. So now you got to earn to live, to live life, to fucking breathe.
But is it my responsibility to take care of somebody that doesn't want to take care of themselves?
The thing is that you're supposed to be a part of society, and we are supposed to be helping one another, and we're not supposed to be necessary.
Well, yeah, we all pay taxes. We all put into the pot for the military and all that shit. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about, like, classic example, paying for people's student loans. You go get a student loan, you pay for that shit your damn self. I didn't get a student loan. I'm not going to get any of your doctor's pay when you go become a doctor or a lawyer. So why should I have to pay for your education to go make $300,000 a year as a lawyer or a doctor?
I shouldn't. Necessarily going that drastic. Usually when there's education, it's like junior college, and like
it's 50,000 max anyway.
Yeah, there's a maximum, and the thing is
maximum for what?
For the education.
Yeah, it's only 50 grand. Anyone that has more than a $50,000 student loan doesn't qualify for what they're talking about.
That's still a lot of.
It's still a lot of money. It's still a lot of money.
Yeah, and
you know why I didn't go to college?
And guess who had to pay for it?
Because I didn't have anybody to pay for it, and I wasn't going to take out a loan to do it.
Bob has a question.
Going to school is not
Bob's
a right.
Got his hand up.
Healthcare is not a right.
Going to school is not a right.
No, it is not an inherent right that you should get.
Let Bob talk. Bob's got his hand up.
Hold on, let me go. Okay, number one, I worked 2 jobs at a high school. I worked 55 hours a week to put myself through college. I have no student loan debt. I paid for my own college. Everybody can pay for their own fucking college if they want to go. Okay? Period. Okay, if you take out a loan for college, you need to pay that back yourself. Nobody paid for my college. I paid for it on my own. That's what being an adult is. Okay? An adult is paying and making your choices and paying your own way. Number 2, college is not a right. College is not a right. Not everybody who comes out of high school deserves to go to college. Go to a trade school, go to a military, find a job. You want to start at the bottom, work your way to the top. College is not a right. College is a choice. It does not say in the Constitution of America that, yes, you have the right to go to college. You can go if you want to go, but you pay for your damn self. Okay?
Yeah.
Nobody paid for me. I worked 2 jobs, 55 hours a week. I put myself through college. If I can do it, everybody else can do it.
Yeah, I lost my scholarship, so I went into trade school.
It's when you have that loan to pay back, that's your incentive to get your ass to work. Now, if you don't have that incentive anymore, what's the drive? Where's the drive to move on?
Not everybody has the opportunity or the funds or the means to both work a minimum wage job after they graduate high school and go to school. They don't.
No, they don't. But
I'm with Bob. I worked 2 jobs in college. Went to college full time. Worked a full time job and a part time job to go forth all the way through college. I did that for 3 years.
Do you think that it would have been easier though, that if after high school they gave you an option to choose like a path, whether it was like a tech school or college, and this is the maximum, but this is to actually.
I went to tech school.
Okay, and that's good. But if the government was like, you know what, you just graduated high school, here, as being a United States citizen, we're going to go ahead and offer this to you to help you with that.
So graduating high school.
So you graduate.
There's an incentive to graduate high school, and then they give you a fundage to go to college.
If they were to have said, you know what, we understand that you're going to be
I have a question.
A positive.
I have a question. Who's going to be paying that fundage?
Well, we would pay through taxes. Everybody.
Okay, but why should Bruce? Right, but why should Bruce pay for me to go to college?
He wouldn't be just paying for you to go to college. It's everybody contributing into what is America and developing.
Why?
Again, why?
Why is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Because
there are people that've gone to college, spent $50,000, and they took a useless class like advanced basket weaving. That will never ever be a career choice. It's ever going to pay for
appreciation.
Hold on. We all can't talk at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of people that take useless college education classes to get a useless career that is never ever going to get paid out of their salary, no matter what to do. A doctor, you get the money back.
There's a decent amount of people
certain
that
careers
do
that these people pick in college, spend a whole lot of money on, and they're never going to make that money.
If you want to go to college to be an art major, okay, I'm not saying it's the worst thing in the world, but it's not necessarily been successfully financial.
No, it isn't.
But that's something like that would be hopefully omitted. Hopefully, if you're talking about contributing to society and you're offering the ability to be trained in something, whether it's through a tech school or through a university, it's to be a contribution, not a takeaway. This is
the problem is there's a lot of lines, and who's going to make these lines?
But people have been doing it. I guess the question is, why should we start paying for people to go to school now? People have been going to college and getting careers and paying off their student loans for a very long time. Why should we delegate something to the government?
I've been making payments for years on student loans, and I can tell you that I went to community college for 1 year, 1 fucking year in 2003. I am still paying on that. I don't know how the fuck I'm still paying on that student loan, but I am still.
That's a good question. How are you paying on that still? That's insane.
I'm still paying it, and they rack it up. Like, I've been trying to make payments on it because they put it on that deferment because of what's going on. I've been paying this fucking bill for a long time, and the thing is that I went and I said fuck that shit, and I got a job at a call center, and I established myself, and they paid me to train me, which was wonderful. And I was like, I'm never going to school again. They want me to pay them to get this, and this company's paying me to train me to do better.
Yeah,
exactly.
So
perfect example of why we don't need to pay for people to go to school.
I think that more of that needs to be an option, though, for people instead of having to choose.
Bob, go ahead, Bob.
Okay, so if you want people to pay you to go to college, Do what a lot of people do. Put your time in the military. You go 5 years in the military, you'll have the GI Bill, and the government will pay your college for you.
Yep.
There you
But
go.
you got to commit 5 years to the military.
Sometimes they do that, and sometimes, but a lot of people that do that too is taking a chance of being in situations that are going to impact them they could lose their lives, unfortunately. When you sign up military, you sign a contract basically saying that you may die for your country in exchange for your education.
Yeah, you may die.
And
You may die.
I understand the magnitude of that, and I understand that decision. But you know what? That unfortunately is a way to get a lot of people, because they want that education, they will join the military and not all survive, which is a chance. And I understand it. My son, my youngest son, my dad, my grandpa, my great grandpa, all my uncles, they were all military. And they did it, for the benefits that come with it. But with the benefits also comes the terrors and all kinds of shit.
Right. It's high risk, high reward.
And I understand that. But, again, I'm just saying, as human beings, after high school, if all you have is your high school diploma or a GED, it's difficult for them to find work that's going to allow them to be successful or live. Mm-hmm. And they have to be very fortunate to find something, because not everybody
high school.
Can be a business owner.
Go ahead. After high school is where you learn to work, and everybody starts at the bottom after high school. Okay, no one's going to come out of high school rich. Okay, we all work when we're young and we struggle. Trust me, I've struggled. But by the time you hit your 30s and 40s, you got your shit together. But your 20s is all about the struggle. Now, and no offense, and I don't mean to piss off anybody or hurt any feelings, okay? But if you come out of high school and you didn't learn anything enough to like make a decision on where to go, choices and all that, that's your fault, okay? If you dropped out of high school and you quit early or whatever, and I'm sorry, like I said, I don't mean to make anybody mad or hurt feelings here, but if you paid attention to high school and you got good grades, there's a scholarship waiting for you, and somebody will pay your college for you because they want you because you're smart, and you're going to get an academic scholarship, okay? But if you breeze through high school and didn't do shit, and now you expect someone to take care of you, no. You messed up. I didn't mess up. You messed up. All right? They say raise the minimum wage. A family of four cannot survive on minimum wage. Minimum wage is not for a family of four to survive on. Minimum wage is a training wage. Minimum wage is you go learn how to fucking work. Okay? You start at the bottom and you work your way to the top. Period. Okay. Yes, we've all had hard lives. I had a hard life. Okay?
We all had hard lives. Okay, I don't know how we got to this from compatibility, but we're going to move on, guys, because I don't want the rest of the show to be about.
It was the five things that you want.
I
can share mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
This falls on the umbrella of education.
Yeah.
Okay, the 5 things that would be important to me in a potential mate would be loyalty, a sense of humor, considerate, caring, and self-sufficient.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Those are I don't care what religion you believe in, as long as you're respectful to me and you're self-sufficient. I don't care. You can be a little fluffy. I don't care. Dad bods can be hot.
Exactly, Michelle.
So, so I think that the person should definitely be compassionate, because it shows how their nature is. Just, it would be nice if they were tall.
Yeah. What is the height?
It works out, right?
Matter of fact, Jennifer, what is the height that you wouldn't date somebody?
I'm 5'4", barely.
I know. So, like, if a guy was 5'3", barely, she's all barely.
I'm like almost fucking 5'4". I was so mad when I found out I wasn't the height that I thought I was.
Yeah.
because they kept measuring me with my shoes on. So I thought it was like 5'5.5".
Hell
No,
yeah.
my ass is barely 5'4". I'm like 5'3" and 40.
So no guys that are under 5'2". You're not dating a 5'2" guy.
No, I don't, if I have to look down at you, you're fucking short. Because I'm little.
If you have to wear flats because you're not going to be you'll be too tall for him, you don't want him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. You know what? I watch Game of Thrones. I think Tyrion is cute as hell, but no.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. I'm trying to think. I've never dated anybody, one girl that was 5'9", 5'10", but everybody I've ever dated has always been at that 5'6" to 5'7" range.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, 5'6" to 5'1". Yeah.
I'm a little person. I'm a little person.
Yeah. Well, you know, even like, I don't know. Maybe it's around here because I don't really notice a lot of tall women in Modesto.
We're all fucking.
Oh,
I mean,
they're getting taller.
They're getting taller.
They are.
I've dated everything from 4'11" to 5'11".
4'11". Jesus criminy, dude.
God.
Is she on the fucking Hobbit?
I've dated a couple girls that were 4'11", 5 foot.
How much they weigh? Like 90 pounds?
Oh, like 100, 110. Perfect.
Jesus Christ, man.
How old are you, Mike?
The wind blows, you fucking should be in turn.
I'm 5'10".
Okay.
Yeah. If
So
the wind blew,
I dated a girl that was taller than me. Or I've not dated. We slept. We were fuck buddies.
Okay. But Donnie, you know that my dad was 7 foot tall. So
yeah.
of course, I grew up around tall fucking people, and I like men that are at least 6 foot tall. It's just it's some guys like boobies and ass. I like men that are 6 foot tall at least.
5'7" most Christians.
What guy
it's true. She just said that. She likes a tall guy. And most women are like that. Most women want a tall guy.
At the moment, I am kind of seeing someone who he's 6 foot tall. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
And
look how she said that. He's a big boy. He's a big boy.
He's just he's got a dad bod. He's a little fluffy, but that's okay. But he's got legs for days.
There you go.
Give us a chance.
Come on, Jid. Give a short guy a chance, man.
Give a short guy a chance.
Give us a chance.
Fucking eggplant. Brandon threw in the eggplant.
Yeah, he's
I will say it is a little irritating for guys that are under 6 foot, that when girls are like 5'2", 5'3", 5'4", and like they'll put on their dating profile or whatever, like, unless you're 6 foot,
like, don't bother.
Don't bother.
Sweet.
And I'm like, bitch, I'm half a foot taller than you. Like, and you're really gonna say, like, what do you think you got in between your legs that you should just be like, oh no, if you ain't 6 foot. But the thing about it is, though, it's perfect though, because if that's the type of girl you are, it's like, I don't even want to talk to you.
Okay.
So
hold on.
Like,
hold on. Okay.
I get it. At Jen's age, it's a different, like, but for people my age, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Go ahead. Hold on. Let Bob talk.
I'm gonna chase a comment Mike just said, right? So you want a guy who's 6 feet tall, so you get Nikki, you're having sex, all of a sudden her vagina has a beeper that says, wait a minute, he's only 5'10" ¾ for program.
That way. Okay.
His shoes are off. Oh crap.
I like tall men, but my ex-husband was 5'9". I've dated.
See, you're not the type of girl I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm talking about girls that literally will not even talk to a guy unless he's 6 foot.
Because
I won't even entertain it.
There's a lot of them that are. I mean, look, even Danielle. She said he's got to be at least definitely 6 foot tall. I mean, I know a lot. I don't have a problem because I'm 6'4", so it works great for me. So
No, yeah,
I'm good.
but
I'm
like
good
I said,
there.
with girls that are like that, to me, it's like that's fine because like if you're actually looking to date, like you're mid-20s and you're looking for somebody to date, probably because you obviously want to get married one day. If that's one of your things, if you're like I'm 5'4" and you have to be 6 foot, you're not the type of person I want to be with, because if you're that worried about the fact that I'm not 6 feet tall, that I'm only 5 inches taller than you, you're not the type of
Not
person
gonna
I
work
want
out.
to date.
And that, and
Not gonna work out.
I know that there are people like that. I mean, on both sides, there are people, there's men
Yeah.
that are like that with women and women that are like that with men. And I understand that.
Yeah.
I've dated guys that were just a little bit taller than me. I've dated guys that were 6'8", and just because they were 6 foot, well, he actually did match in all the places. But just because you're tall doesn't necessarily mean that you match in all the places.
Well, that's a stigma too. That is definitely a stigma that gives that girls for some reason girls think that if you're not 6 foot, you just got like a little dick.
That's bullshit. I can tell you.
And I'm like,
that's
I don't know
not true.
who told you that, but
he's got big feet. You know what that means? He's got big hands. You know what that means?
Exactly.
Yeah,
He's got big nose. You know what that means?
Hey,
No.
it is nice though, because I do get the hands.
The smallest guy in high school, when I was in high school, he was 5'4". He was tiny motherfucker, but that guy was the most proudest guy walking out of the fucking shower every single fucking day after PE, because that guy's shit was dragging on the ground, dude.
Yeah. He had like, oh no, I have a buddy that's like that too. He's like maybe 5'9".
He
but
walked
that
around like this.
he'll slap it up on the counter, because I mean he's got like a fucking forearm for a dick.
Wait here, let me whip this out.
Yeah. Oh no, he does. The second time I met him, he came out of the bathroom and just was whipping it, and I was just like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, so that whole stigma of
its own name, its own zip code.
It's got its own zip code.
But it's fine because it works out. Because if you charm them enough to get them in bed, and then you give them the hammer, then it's like. Then they're like, "Oh, holy shit! I was wrong about you." I'm like, "Yeah, you were wrong about me. How's your fucking back feel?"
You're just ridiculous.
I had a door sound and I can't find it, because it would have been perfect when Mike said.
I can't tell you how many girls have said that to me.
You gotta get the hammer sound, John.
I don't know if
and I'm like, "Well, that's your fault."
You gotta get a hammer.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Is that what it sounded like, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a response to what Danielle.
Oh my god.
That's how it sounds. That's how it sounds when I'm beating up their kidneys.
So Danielle's saying, the way I see it, guys, it really is not. It's not
truly how you use it.
Right. It's truly how you use it.
Yeah.
To a certain point, that is very true.
I'm gonna get a beer.
It's not the size of the bowl, but
there's a limit, though.
It's not the size of the boat, but it's the motion in the ocean, right?
But
do you know how long it takes to get to Europe in a rowboat?
No, see, that's what I'm seeing. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to have a destroyer,
right?
But you got to at least be working with like a yacht,
right,
or a sailboat. You can't be fucking with a rowboat.
Okay,
I know.
Just to make it easier on people,
no canoes.
Just remember,
no canoes.
Not the
Exactly.
Size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. Okay.
We're not talking about fighting here. We're a whole different story.
I know, because sometimes it is like I'm in a fight.
Yeah, you can't take a sword to a sword fight unless you know how to use it.
Right.
That's right.
All right, where'd Jen go? Because I do not want to have a dick conversation with 5 dudes.
With all 5
I
guys,
agree, Mike.
Yeah, all right, we'll cut that conversation.
Change the topic.
Yeah, seriously.
John, next topic.
Oh,
quickly.
Bob, I had a question for you. If in basketball, in NBA, a flagrant 1 is just 1 shot, right? And a flagrant 2 is 2 shots?
This is a
with 1 shot in the ball. Flagrant 2 is 2 shots in the ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me take it out.
Next topic, John.
Well, hey, John, you know what? It's big when you got to take your shoe off to pee.
Yes, Nita. The only time we're going to talk about men's junk.
John, take this comment off. How come I'm not seeing the next comment?
Well, Nita, this is the thing is like how do we like on the panel right now talk about the subject and not get any other opposite input on it? Is the whole premise on it? Like, hey,
missed that, Brian. What did you say?
If you want to come on, Nita, come on, and we'll talk about it. Not a big deal. But as of right now, with the 5 panel, like there's no.
Yes, Nita, that is exactly it. I do not want to have a dick conversation staring at 5
guys on the screen.
Hold on, I'll send it to her.
John, give her the link.
I'll send it to her.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. I don't want to talk about dicks.
You know what I was thinking about? I miss Kathy coming on.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I should have sent her the link today. I didn't send it to her.
These are the type of shows that she needs. Well, maybe not this specifically, but just, the BS show.
Did we get Jen all worked up talking about dicks or what?
I don't know. I think she lost his device.
Yeah, I don't know. She didn't say anything. She just disappeared. Oh, Brian, what about that girl that you were talking about? Whatever happened to that?
Jennifer,
the girl you were saying was going to come on.
What's her name?
Cassandra is the one.
Yeah, that one.
I've been messaging her. Well, before the show, like I was going to show like what I was talking about with her, and she said that she would let me know 2 days ago, and I haven't heard her word since. So,
bailed on you again. Huh?
Oh, there's Jen. What did you get excited because we were talking about
dicks?
Yeah, we didn't want to have a dick conversation without a lady not present.
Yeah, we had to stop the conversation because you left.
I had to go pee and get some water.
Yeah, it's just like.
Well, you didn't have to leave the convo. You just like hit mute and cam off and say,
I mean, we're sitting there going talking about dicks, and there's like 5 guys on the screen going, "Wait, we got to stop this now."
Yeah, we're like, there's no reason for
it. Grande queso.
It's like the whole like you go in the men's restroom and like you go take a leak. Nobody says a word. Like they just do their business and leave, and like that's it.
Oh
like,
yeah, you don't strike a conversation at the urinal.
Fuck
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what's going on here right now.
Only time that does happen though.
We're just done.
The only time the conversations do start is at a sporting arena, which is the
that's
fucking.
True.
That
is true.
You're standing at the fucking urinal that's like 18 feet long with 20 guys there, and everybody's just like sitting there. Hey,
everybody's saying something. It's not like you're having a direct conversation with one dude.
Well, you know why? Mike,
I sent you the link.
Some guys have to face you to have a conversation, and you don't want that happening when you're.
No, you still face forward.
Because you don't want, because guys can't. Some guys they have to turn.
Would you
No.
And, you don't want that happening.
If you're talking to me with your dick in your hand, you better be looking straight ahead.
Straight ahead. You don't look down. You don't look down. You can ask me. You can ask me what Brady did on that last play, but you better be looking at the wall. That's all I know.
I'm cool. And that's a rule. If there is not a divider, you don't look down. You look at the wall, buddy.
Yeah.
You've been pissing for 20 plus years. You look at that fucking wall if there's not a divider.
I mean, guys, we got no privacy. There's no barriers for us.
No, the one
got the individual stalls. The guys, man, we're all lined up on a wall.
At the old candlestick, the old candlestick with that fucking 18-foot urinal. Remember the
trough.
They had remember the one they had in the round one.
Yeah,
the round one.
That's what I was just
I didn't get that one. I was like,
that was
you literally had to piss looking at each other.
You're looking at each other, and you're in a circle.
In a circle.
Why would they make
only in San Francisco. Only in San Francisco you get a fucking urinal like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, only
I went to a concert there, and you were literally just.
Oh my god!
There's 20 guys in a circle around this round piss trough, and you're just staring at because you don't want to look down, so you have to look straight.
Yeah.
So you're looking up at the ceiling, or you're just looking across it.
Yeah.
Guys, and it's just
no eye contact.
And then the guy, if you're looking straight ahead, and the guy goes, "Hey." Hey, big
Yeah.
boy.
Wink,
It gives you the wink.
Of course, John, you had to do that.
No,
No,
but
you know
that
what,
one was
though?
gross
Back in the
because there's a
day-
water fountain too in the middle. The water was
There
like
was,
like
yeah.
you're pissing at the fucking in
Yeah, it was
Rome.
literally like you were pissing in a water fountain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a
Hold
fucking
on.
big
That's
water fountain in
dumb.
Rome. Go ahead.
Like,
Bob's
dumb.
got a story.
Right.
Yeah, Bob.
Back in the day, the cask and cleaver and the Outback used to put the sports page right in front of you above the urinal.
Uh-oh.
So you would actually be reading the sports page
Oh, here we go.
while you're taking a
Uh-oh.
leak. That way you didn't have to look down.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, baby.
We're in
Now
trouble
you're
now.
not the only girl, so nobody can attack you all this time.
Oh, we're not
Uh-huh.
attacking her.
We're not.
Oh, you
Nobody
guys don't let my
attacking
mom talk. I've been
nobody.
watching this the whole time.
Hey,
Nobody's
Jennifer.
attacking
You got
nobody.
nothing but love for Jen.
Jennifer
We're-
may become
it's-
Jennifer may becoming a host instead of a guest here.
A
so-
spirited conversation.
I fucking hope so. She would be one damn good host.
Right, Jen? A spirited conversation?
That's right.
Spirited my ass. You guys couldn't even talk about a dick amongst men. You had to talk about it with a woman available.
No, we could talk dicks.
We need her input.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is that my sweet darling, mommy just has a little bit of a mouth, and I just
Where do you think I get it from?
no filter whatsoever, and I bring experience with it, honey.
That's
I'm
right.
sorry.
Yeah. She's
Hey,
the
well,
best.
well,
Mom,
Nita,
I'm
what is-
27. I'm pretty sure I'm
Yeah,
experienced.
yeah, but what is your opinion on the whole toss then?
Yeah.
If you want to
On
continue,
dicks?
Like, yeah, sure, go ahead.
On dicks. Okay. So I honestly,
Really?
I don't think that dick size really does matter unless you're like a micro mini dick, which I've never seen one, but I know someone who has. No,
A
not
dick
even
or
like a
micro
mushroom.
mini?
I'm talking like micro, like
Micro penis.
like,
Yeah.
it's like just an enlarged clit.
Okay, my love. I want to ask you a question. Just say
Uh-oh.
no.
Uh-oh. Girl talk.
No. Ooh. Okay. So,
this isn't like personal time talk between you two guys.
no. She's a female.
Girls,
She's
women.
who's sexually active, and she's not a virgin. So,
No, get out of here.
oh my god.
Uncle John's met a
What?
couple of my boyfriends.
I know I have.
Okay.
Yes. But I didn't know you were sleeping with them.
No shit.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm her mother, and I accept it. Okay, it is what it is. She's got a room
That's so weird.
Access
Than I have.
denied.
but I'm sorry, the honey. I love you to death. But if you met someone and you thought he was the most wonderful thing, and he flipped it out, and it was erect, and it was 4 inches, and it wasn't very, very thick, what would you do?
Ooh.
Oh, I'll tell you what she does.
Ooh. That's a
Access
trick
denied.
question.
This
No,
is what she
no, because we all have
Access
to
denied.
experience something.
access denied.
Shut up. Anyways, we all have to experience
Are
something
you going
at
to
some
be a
point.
lesbian?
Mom, shut up. I'm talking.
Let
Shut
her
up.
talk. Go ahead.
Anyways, I think you should experience anything because you never know what that person has to offer. Maybe they're not big in that areas, but they have the enlargers now to where
Oh,
you
I
can the enlargement extensions.
Oh, I don't
I'm
even
just
want to know
saying.
what that is.
I'm just saying. I'm sure. You know, I'm just saying a sleeve, a dick sleeve. But what I'm saying is those men tend to overcompensate in other areas
Okay,
I'm
because they don't
Rob.
have much to offer with
Okay.
the down area.
They got
I
dick
have a question.
extensions? I didn't know they
I have
had
a
dick
question.
extensions.
yeah, they're called sleeves.
Yeah, I have a
Sleeve.
question.
Really?
sleeves.
Brian.
Okay, Brian,
Oh,
what's
Bob's got a
All right,
question.
all
I
right,
gotta
all
hear
right.
Bob's question.
Yeah, I want to go with Bob first
Actually,
because he had his hand up first.
Actually, they do have a pill called Extends. You got to take it for 30 days straight, and it will actually enlarge the length of your penis.
No,
Oh,
that's not a
really?
thing. It's not a thing.
Yes.
Not a
It's a
thing.
permanent-
It does. All it does is transit.
Yeah.
All it does is
Bob, is this
transit.
fact?
Is it a
It just
permanent
trans-
thing, or you got
I
to
don't-
always
I
take
don't
it?
think
Oh, yeah,
that- I
we-
thought
Bruce
Extends
is
was just like-
interested. Bruce wants to know.
Bruce,
No,
I
I
thought
just like-
Extends was
it's
just
like-
like
Bruce is the hammer. He
just
doesn't
like
need to
Viagra.
know
Do you see the
How do you
nickname right
know?
there? Yeah.
because he's the hammer. Look, his
How do
name.
you
Bruce.
know though?
Ooh.
I trust
Huh?
him. He has nothing to hide.
Trust him. You sure you haven't seen it?
I'm
Nah,
61 years old. I got nothing to prove.
He's got nothing to prove.
So,
Exactly.
All
ahead.
right, Brian, what do you got to
okay,
say?
so,
Go,
so
Brian.
my
Okay.
question for you is that you meet somebody and you click with them,
Mhm,
you guys get along very well. You know, you guys want to date and all that stuff, and
mhm.
you guys have been dating for a while, and all of a sudden you realize something like that happened. So, are you willing to try to make him conform to what you actually want, or accept him for who he is?
I would accept him for who he is because I don't change anybody. If I don't want to be changed as a person, why would I change someone else?
Okay,
Because that's fucked up.
Okay, you just started dating this person, sweetheart, and you go and you have that experience, and I understand that, honey. But sooner or later, you might not necessarily.
Mom, no, but okay, not everybody takes like ginormous dick. Okay, some of us are average. We're normal. Okay.
Okay, I don't take ginormous dick, so I don't know who else you're talking about on this.
I don't take any. I know I don't.
Hey, I give her props. She answered it. She said she would give it a shot.
I answered it without hesitation because I'm not that person.
Yeah, she said she would give it a shot.
It's because you know what? People do have these checklists and these criterias for the people that they want to date, women or men. I've had people tell me I am pretty for a fat chick and that they would fuck me because I'm a fat chick. And I'm like, okay. I've also had people tell me they want to fuck me and they don't know why. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Good for you. I'm not going to fuck you. It doesn't mean you're my type.
That sounds like a lot of dudes.
Me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, is you're not necessarily going to end up with your exact type of person. You're not going to, because if you have all of these expectations,
but
you're never going to meet them.
What age do you?
Everybody has issues. It just depends on what set of issues you're willing to deal with.
As you get older, that checklist gets shorter and shorter. So
No.
No, it doesn't actually. It gets higher. Because you get tired of dealing with people.
No, I mean, you know what I'm saying, Bruce. The way you're
when
saying,
you get older, the bar gets higher.
Yes, exactly. Because you're sick and tired of people's bullshit. You're sick and tired of dealing with, especially if you're on the dating scene, or let's say you've been divorced a couple of times. Not naming any names.
Sweetheart, a couple
no
of
shade, Mom.
It would be a few.
I am not saying necessarily you, but what I'm saying is after a while of dealing with people, it's all shiny and new at first. It's wonderful. It's great. You put on this facade for somebody because you want to seem great. You want to seem perfect in order to date that person. And then your shit starts to show, especially if you're not about your shit.
Shit show?
Yeah, Mom, stop with the shit. Anyways.
Shit.
Anyways, the true you comes out after a while, especially when you start living with somebody too. You get tired of having to put up with their bullshit sometimes. It just depends on the person too, because some people say that they're great and they do all of this, and then you end up living with them and they don't clean up after themselves, and their shit stank, and they don't wash their fucking laundry because it's not a fucking woman's job to wash your
fucking
laundry.
Or they can't rinse off a dish and put it in the damn dishwasher.
Yes, vice versa though. It has to be both parties. It can't just be one person. Because let me tell you something, I work 14 hours a day. I'm not expecting somebody to, do everything for me. I'll still do my own shit. But like, seriously, just because I'm a woman, I'm expected to do all this shit for men?
No.
And then, you know what? It's because I got a big dick. What? Doesn't make no sense. What? Because you have a big dick, I gotta wash your dishes and clean your clothes and marry you and give you children, change my name?
That's not a good trait, sweetheart.
Change my name.
Yeah, women do that though. We change our name for men. How many men do you know that actually change their last name to a woman's last name and then they're called a bitch for it?
I don't know. Would you change your Mike? Would you change your name?
No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's keeping Hawk the entire time.
Hold on, Bob's speaking.
Now hold on. If Selma Hayek said she wanted to marry me, I would be Bobby Hayek in a heartbeat. Okay, I got no shame to my name. I would change my name.
I'd change it for her too.
That ain't gonna happen. So
I respect you.
No, it's not. But I'm just throwing it out there though, just in case.
Yeah. Just in case.
There's a few women that I would consider it.
But why not be the woman you love, not just because they're a celebrity?
Because I'm joking. I would never change my last name.
And that
would never happen.
You.
I love my last name.
That's awesome. It's awesome if you love your last name. Would you hyphenate it?
Again.
No, I would never hyphenate.
No, I wouldn't hyphenate either.
So you see what I mean by women have to change a lot about themselves for the person that they're with.
Me and Mike, we're going to keep our names because we're proud of our Sicilian heritage. So that last name means a lot to us. And Bob's proud of his last name because, it's.
But what if we're proud of ours?
Yeah, well, you should change it because that's what the man wants.
No. Oh, I just gagged. Are you fucking joking me? No. No.
That's good. That's because that's what our founding fathers wanted.
That goes
That's
back
what our founding fathers.
a long
Italy?
way, and that has a lot to do with like becoming a family and all that type of shit.
So the woman has
but
to
a family takes two. It takes two people to start. It takes two people to start a family. And I'm sorry, but you talk about keeping a family. Who really does keep the home though? Society-wise, it's a woman.
No, it's about becoming a family. Like you guys become one.
So we have to become
but
families
there's
by giving
two different
our
people.
last name.
But if you're looking at your scenario, like the
If
whole
you don't
like,
want to change your
housewife
last
thing,
name, then marry a guy that doesn't give a shit.
right? But if
If you
you're
love a
looking the
person, you
whole
shouldn't give a shit about the
right,
name.
but if you're looking the whole like housewife thing, where like the stereotypical like the wife stays home, does like all the stuff and whatever, and the guy does all the work and all the stuff. You know, that's a different story. That was the older type of scenario. That's not the now type of scenario.
No,
People still expect it though. People do still expect it.
I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that now in society, like how like the economics are, and like how like the pay wise is and all that stuff. Like all the family members actually do work. We both work. We both pay for daycare. Like we both do our own things. Like we have times where like I'm on the show, like she takes care of the kid while I'm on the show. Like on the off days when I'm not doing shows, I go up there and take care of the kid. Like I wake up with the kid now, and like also it's our kid.
That's your baby.
We have a 3-year-old and I have a 18-year-old.
Aw. Wait, you're old enough to have an 18-year-old?
Brian's old.
You look young.
He's 62 years
How
old.
old do I look, Nita?
You look like maybe like 32.
See, I roughly get like 26, 28 at all times, no matter what.
Okay.
Oh, stop it.
I do. Like when I drove party buses, like that was the quote I was given at all times. But yeah, so like I get it. Like I understand it. But my wife, like she does more of the at home stuff versus myself because I do all the outside stuff. Like that's our like agreement on stuff. Like
but not everybody's like you. In all honesty.
Right.
There's a lot of men who I know men who are lazy who refuse to cook, refuse to clean, refuse to even mow a fucking lawn.
Hell yeah!
I'll cook.
You guys should be barefoot and pregnant.
I'll cook. I'll put the dishes away. I help the kiddo, feed her. Like I'll make sure that she's okay and all that stuff. We'll sit there and make sure that she's occupied while my wife, like she doesn't have a kid to run around behind her like doing other stuff. Like that's our mantra. Like that's how our family dynamics work. We are slightly different.
Everybody's different though, and even back when our parents grew up, it wasn't like the woman. A lot of times the woman was expected to be the one to cook and clean, but the man was also expected
to provide,
take care of the house and to make the money. And if he didn't, then he was a lazy piece of shit.
Yep.
So it works. It's just generations are different. It's not like men weren't expected to do things.
Yeah, it's the same way with my family. Like my dad was the one working all the time. My mom was a housewife.
Mm-hmm.
Like her like my dad's mom and dad. My mom's mom and dad. Dad worked and the mom was a housewife. Like that's how it was at the time. Like that's how things went.
Well, and I could never imagine some cases a scenario warrants the way that the family's got to be. For like my wife,
exactly.
When she was working, well, her work would pay for the daycare, so it didn't really work out financially for her to be working just to pay for the daycare. So then what's happening is my kid's getting raised by daycare and neither one of the parents. So the kid's at the daycare for 8 hours out of the day, not with mom, not with dad. So we're strangers.
Well, was your wife working in a career that she enjoyed or just working?
She worked various careers. So here's how it worked out. We moved out here. She quit her job. Okay. She raised a kid. Once the kid got to high school.
Why do you guys keep saying the kid? It's your child too. I just don't understand. The kid.
That kid. Well, at that point,
it's your child. No, it's not the kid. It's your child.
Because it's one kid.
One kid.
And once our daughter got to high school age, she goes, well, now what do I do? I said, anything you want. You can go back to school. You can go back to a full-time job. You can go to a trade school. You now at this point, you can do whatever you want to do because your job is done. So it's your time now. So I'll support you with whatever you want to do.
I honestly never want to get there as a woman in my life. I don't want to be like, well, I raised my kids, now they left. What the fuck am I gonna do?
Well,
I want to like. I think women should have goals and ambitions.
She went and got a real estate license. She became a loan officer. She became a real estate agent. She went back to junior college and got a degree. She did whatever she felt like doing because she had that freedom financially. Now that we were at a point in our life where she could do whatever she wanted. But
yeah, but I just
it was something that she worked and we worked with together to do, right?
Okay, honey, you don't have to do that. That's how
I'm just saying though, like women should have options earlier.
But what he's saying is it wouldn't have financially worked for him to, because so they wanted one of them to raise their kid. They didn't want a stranger raising their kid.
Right.
And it wouldn't have made financial sense for him to quit his job.
No.
Because her job couldn't support the family.
Right.
So a lot of times it does work out that way.
So we moved over here. So I made the sacrifice that at that point, I'm commuting to the Bay Area.
Yeah.
So I'm now working 16-hour days because I'm getting up at 2:30 in the morning, driving to the Bay Area, working 8 to 9 hours, spending 2 hours coming back, and I'm doing that 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Right. This is what I'm doing to support the family so she can stay home and raise the daughter. Right. So that we have a parent raising the child.
Just
and not a daycare raising the child.
Parents.
Huh?
Well, it's better than no parent, though.
No, I agree. But what I'm like saying is like, honestly, earlier on, if you work on that career instead of having kids, personally speaking, I don't have any kids. I don't have any biological kids. Nothing's came out of there. You know.
You sure?
Thank God. Thank God. Yeah, I'm positive. Do you have any like little grandnieces and nephews running around? I don't think so. Anyway. Shut up. What I'm saying is, it's like, that's what my view on, like, you know, everybody should have the option of having a career, not just the men. Women should too. And
you got a career.
That's not what we're saying, though.
You got a career.
That's not what we're saying.
You had a career.
It's being pregnant and in the kitchen and barefoot. That's a
career.
No,
I mean, it was the point that her career.
I love you guys. You guys don't know.
You got to look at this financially
the
too.
penis of John does not affect.
I have a special relationship with her. I can tell her that stuff.
You get the tax wise, so now that's
here because it's too much going on. 1% at a time.
There's a whole financial window to how this whole world works.
Yeah.
Right. So you paying for daycare you can't deduct for a tax. So now her income is paying for daycare. It's tacked onto my income because she doesn't make the amount of money. So now I'm actually having to pay taxes on the money she's making that she's paying to the daycare. So it's a vicious circle that you get caught into this stuff, right? Yeah. So, and to the boot, we're living in the Bay Area. We're paying twice as much rent. It takes two of us to work to pay the rent, to pay the daycare, for none of us to be raising the child, right? So you got to make a decision.
Yeah, you have to.
The biggest thing is she couldn't also balance trying to be a mother, a wife, a career woman, and all that. It was too many things for her to put on one
career
plate.
Woman was something bad. If I remember
it's not an easy thing to do. Some women can handle it. Some women it's too much.
All males in the panel. Thank you, Brian.
Nice, Brian.
I have something to say though. For most of these men who have kids on here, were your children planned? Like,
yes.
Did you want them? Were they planned?
All three were.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're married.
Okay, cool. But you don't have to have kids, like, if you're not ready to, is what I'm saying.
So
like,
mine wasn't planned.
Wait, I have a point. I'm getting to it. Stop, Uncle John.
Uncle John.
I know where you live.
All right, go.
Anyways, you're the one to talk. Anyways, anyways, what I'm
she
saying
knows
is
where you live too, Jennifer.
Yeah, I have your address, everything. Anyways, but what I'm saying is, it's like your children were planned. Okay, cool. Did your wife say yeah, cool, let's do this? Or did she say anything about her dreams? Did you ask her, is there anything you want to do beforehand? Is there anything you want, do you want to go to school? Do you want to work? Do you want to build a career for yourself before you made that decision to have a family? Did you ask her?
Katrina did. Yeah,
here's
Katrina
the scenario.
did.
So, Katrina actually did really well for herself.
Yeah.
When you become a family, you become married, you talk about these things. I had the career. She had the job. There's a difference.
You're next, Brian.
She's got a job. I've got the career.
But why can't she have a career?
Hey, shut up and listen.
because she chose not to take a career because she didn't know what she wanted to do, so she had a job.
Yeah.
I chose the career because I've got to do the benefits, the health insurance, pay the mortgage, pay the rent, and all that stuff, and have a future where, in the future, when we get old, I've got a pension, I got money in the bank account, we got health insurance, we have a house payment and stuff like that. So one of us has to make that decision to pursue that career at the point. Two of us cannot pursue that career and balance a household and raising a family. It's not going to happen.
Also, though, but if you're working that much, honestly, aren't you missing out on your wife too? Like, aren't you missing out on your family?
And these
Yeah,
are,
he is.
these are some of the stuff that you have to make a decision. You have to give up.
Balance. There has to be some balance in order to.
It is impossible, though.
Family and life. It can be possible with two people.
No, it's not.
And not make a living, it can.
Not to survive.
You can make a life, but you're not going to make a living.
Yeah, it's harder than you think.
All right, Brian.
I was working 12 to 14 hours a day, 4 days a week.
Doing what?
Driving truck.
That's rough.
And when I got home, I would leave the house at noon in the afternoon, and I wouldn't come back home till 4:30 in the morning the next fucking day.
Our life is not a piece of cake either.
Nobody's saying that your life is cakey or anything like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, Brian, can you ask your?
Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, I actually have two questions.
Uh-oh.
One is for Mike.
Uh-oh.
And one is for Anita.
Okay.
So my first question with Mike is a scenario, because you work full time and all that stuff. You date a girl, she becomes pregnant, but she also has a career. You guys have to make a decision, like one has to like help be at home with the kid, and one has actually have to work.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you draw the line at? Like who has you have to think about like who has a better benefits, who has a better this and all that stuff for your family, right?
Of course. That's really what it comes down to.
Right. So
if her job could financially support us and had benefits and stuff, and it was better in that for our family than mine,
right?
Yeah, I would quit my job and stay home with the kid.
Perfect.
But most of the time, it's not the way it is.
Right. And the reason we being is because of the question I'm going to be asking Anita. It's because when Jen probably knows this a bit more than most people. I myself and then some others in the panel actually know this. It's because when you have a kid, the first 6 months to a year is very crucial on that kid, because human body contact is very crucial on that kid. Being around that kid is very crucial because of the fact of being around, understanding like who's who and all that stuff, like what's actually going on. So since Nita doesn't have any kids, this might be a little like understanding of like kind of why this happens is because the first thing they do is like when a baby is born, first thing the doctors actually do is put the baby on the woman's chest and have the body contact and have them, have that contact with that person.
Brian's going deep again.
You're right.
But Go ahead, keep going.
That's the way it is. Like you have to understand that like that bond with that kid.
Okay.
Right away.
All right. So
have you never had that, Jen?
Well, the thing is there's I think he was kind of asking you the same question, I guess, as he asked me.
Right. So like, because you have paternal leave and all that stuff through some jobs, not all of them.
Yeah.
Some jobs will provide that, some jobs won't. So if your job does not, this is where the question comes into play. Now,
I think if I was having a child,
you still work full time.
In the position to have a job where I could not take 6 months off to at least be with my child.
So I'd be willing
but me as a person,
and not willing to risk of actually getting that opportunity to get that stake before you actually have a kid. So your idea is to plan out to get that beneficial part of that job before you have a kid.
Yeah, but I think all jobs should offer that for women because we're the ones having children. Not, we're the ones. And I think men should get it too, in all honesty, because
we're
supposed to be there as a family.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, but the thing is you have to think you have to think about some companies.
It's just going
a lot
through
of companies do offer it, but some companies don't and can't.
Right,
Wait,
like
what
what Mike's saying.
Just going through
I-
a
I
hole.
don't-
No,
You know what? Let
but-
me put a bowling ball up your ass and have you push it out.
No, but what Mike's saying is that some jobs.
You know I love you. You
Not
He's
know I
all
talking
love
about
you.
what
My
John
question,
said, because
my
John's just
question.
throwing stuff out there.
Yeah,
But
what
no,
Mike's saying is, like,
some
not all
companies
jobs
can't
offer
do
that.
that because they can't afford. Some companies can't afford for that.
Right.
No, they
And
can't.
that's the thing
They
is
can't afford for you to
they
leave.
were talking. They were trying to talk about making it mandatory
Right.
Yeah.
for
It should
every job.
be.
But
It
no,
should
it
be, but
can't be
unfortunately
because
they don't
people
make
come
that
company,
way.
but companies can't. But some companies can't afford that.
Yeah, they can't
Right.
afford that.
They can't
Then why
afford
are
to
you
keep
open?
keep
If
you.
you can't afford it as a company, why are you
the
open?
company's job is not to support you while you're at home with the kid. That's not their problem.
Right.
But we're adding to society. Future
That's
workers.
your problem. Again, your
but
problem.
Again, your
Again,
problem,
it's
not
not
theirs.
their
Yeah,
problem.
no one, your
So
company
it
didn't
becomes
say,
a
"Hey,
point
go
of
have
between-
go have 2.5
yeah.
kids."
Right.
I honestly think women should just stop having children and just like let's lower and level it out, because you know what? If no kids are born, then that kind of like
It's happening.
Yeah, but
this new
But
generation.
they're also
the birth rate. The
nobody wants
birth
to have
rate
kids
is the
anymore
lowest.
because it's too
Yeah.
expensive to live anywhere.
The birth
Especially in
rate is the
America.
lowest it's ever been in the U.S. in years.
Do you know how much
People
financial
not having
assistance you actually
babies.
get when you have kids? You actually get pretty much free medical, free free food.
Oh, that's a
free
load of
all that
shit.
stuff.
That's a load of shit. Let me explain to you why. It's because
No.
my ex, he had a child and he was
Mhm.
working.
He, your
14.
ex, he,
Yes, but he was also a
He,
fucking parent.
not a
And
she.
he was
He.
okay, but even through his mother, he wasn't getting
Big
free
difference.
healthcare.
Big difference. He,
No.
not she.
No,
He,
even
not
He's saying
she
that
was
the
not getting free
mother and the
healthcare.
child, it's the get, not
The-
him.
Right. Exactly. My ex would get all sorts of financial assistance all over the place, and she would get paid by the government to live, and then she got all of her bills paid for by the government, and then
I
she
don't know a lot of
expected
women
me.
accept that, honestly.
She expected me to give her money for half the medical bills because she got financial assistance from the government.
Were
she
you,
was-
Called the
did you have
it's called the
custody of the
welfare
child?
state, Brian.
Or the
Exactly.
50-40?
Exactly. So
Or the 60-40?
Yeah. Well, let's go into the next topic.
It's a big thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Let's just say the men go to work, the women stay home, they cook, they clean,
Shut the fuck
they
up.
have babies, they make sure there's a warm meal sitting at the table when we walk through the
I'm gonna have a
door.
talk with Gracie.
yeah,
And then I'm not asking for
my
much.
favorite person in the world. Okay, I'm gonna
I'm
talk
not
to your
asking
mother.
for like maybe 3 or 4 times a
John,
week.
that's why
You
I
can
always
talk to
wonder why
Gracie.
on these dating
Go talk to your
profiles,
mama.
all these women put on their dating profiles that they want to go on a hike. Like there ain't no fucking kitchen up in the mountains.
No, that would
Like-
never
like-
happen.
like-
That would
like-
never
like, why do you
fucking
want to go on a
happen.
hike?
Never fucking happen. My sister tries to kill me on hikes. I'm not going on a hike. You know where I want to go? To eat some fucking food, okay? And not like just fucking Taco Bell. I want to go to like San Francisco and get a bread bowl with some like clam, fucking not the clam chowder. I hate that shit. The fucking crab chowder.
What if at the end of the walk, there's a
wait,
nice
you
big
can-
buffet sitting there for you?
As a woman, you can cook and make that at home.
Fuck off.
You can also kiss my ass.
Just
You know,
kidding.
that's an option. What if I don't want to make it? What if I work my ass off and I don't
Yeah.
want to make it? So I'm gonna go get it somewhere
I
else.
have a question for you. If you go for a long, nice trail walk with John, and at the very end of it, there's a nice
He can
big
go
buffet.
by himself. I
She'd
am
be
fine.
punching
Nice
me.
big
She'd be
buffet
punching
sitting there
me.
at the very, very end.
She'd
With
be
pop,
punching me.
nice chill liquor, what have
It would
you.
not be worth it because by the time there, my lungs would hurt. It is not brisk wash my ass. My sister
No,
told me that one time and I
it's
almost
not a
died.
brisk walk.
Okay, no.
You walk at your own pace, and you get there whenever the hell you want to.
I'm not thinking about food. I'm thinking about keeping going.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
To get a
good.
momentum going.
That's all right. We just keep the guys happy. That's what's important.
Shut the fuck up.
Next
All right, here we go.
Next topic.
Being flirtatious. When does it go too far?
When you're creepy.
But where's that line? I mean, for guys,
When a
it's
guy
different than a
always
girl.
says like when they're like going after you and you're like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested, and they keep just fucking like hightailing it up your ass. But I'm a good time. No, you're not, because you're not a good time for me.
I have a question.
I don't think that's the question.
I have a question.
Okay.
When you're saying being flirtatious too far, is that on your side or your SO's other side?
Your other side. When it's she or he, like for the
they're-
ladies, it would be he.
Like
for
their
us,
side
it would be
saying-
she.
like their side saying, "Hey, you went a little too far," and like you're saying, "No, it's fine because that's the normal me."
But are we
Most
talking
of the
about
time
funny too far? Or are we talking about like
most of the time are you talking about like flirtatious, like somebody at a bar trying to pick up on somebody?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
the person you're with, the person.
Oh, you're talking about your significant other being flirtatious
I don't
with
think
somebody
his
else at the
significant other
opposite
could
sex.
do anything to make me uncomfortable, but I'm worse than he is.
Okay, John, let me make sure I got the question correct.
So the guy you're dating, the guy that you're dating, when would it be too far?
Yeah, and you watch him with somebody you don't know.
Okay. Oh, if they're flirting with somebody else, or if
they're
yes.
over there.
When the person you're with is flirting with somebody else of the opposite sex.
Yeah, they're over there with somebody you don't know, and you see what's happening, and you don't know what's going on and who the person is and what they're talking about. And what you're seeing is where is that line at? Like, where is that? Like, oh, he's gone too far now, and you don't know the context of anything.
Okay, with me.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I already know where this is going.
My mom's the grosser one in the two.
Okay, look. Okay, hold on, Jen. Let's X out the whole like.
I've seen her do it.
This person into our relationship deal.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
When
I date somebody, they know what I am and they know how I am. I'm sorry if my baby is talking to something hot, he is getting the meal ready to be devoured.
Okay, I'm just saying. That's what I said. X that out. We're not talking about if you want to bring somebody in. We're talking about if you guys are in a relationship and you're not looking to bring somebody else in.
Yeah.
Committed relationship, you and him, and you're not looking for that.
Yeah, you're not looking for that three-way.
You're cool with all that. We're just saying if that's not the case.
The thing is that if they feel compared and they're flirting with another person and we have honesty with each other, it's not a fucking problem.
So if he walks up to her and goes, "Look how hard my nipples are," you're cool with
John.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. John,
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Well, if I would say that,
we'll play with the guy's nipples and just like, oh, hey.
I don't know who you're hanging out with, John.
I can't say I've seen it. Was that at a pool party or something, or where was it?
I don't know who you're hanging out with.
You be at the gay bars?
I've only been in a gay bar one time.
Okay, I want Nita to answer that question because
what?
Yeah, I've only been, and I didn't know it was a gay bar.
Jen talks about everything's so perfect.
Yeah,
I think honestly, everybody has some type of jealousy, no matter who you are.
Yeah.
Everybody has a little bit of jealousy and a little bit of fear of losing their partner, especially if you're in love with them. So especially, if you have a one-on-one, let's say a one-on-one monogamous relationship, we're not talking about relationships where people are open. It's a one-on-one monogamous relationship. Yes. And that person, let's say the woman, usually they say the women are jealous. Men are jealous too. I've seen it. Actually, my ex thought I was going to leave him for a woman. And I was like, no. But okay, maybe if you're thinking that way, maybe you should.
Are more jealous than women are.
John, this is why you're single.
No, I
you
think
just now saw that
is when they're paying more attention to flirting with the waitress than paying attention to your needs at that time. So if you're on a date with somebody and you're ordering dinner and you're having drinks and all this other stuff, and they're more worried about flirting with the waitress instead of making sure you're taken care of, then that's like a no, I'll get the fuck out. Like, I'm like, you should take her on a date or him on a date, who vice versa, whoever it is that's doing it. I'm fucking good, because in all honesty, some people have lines of people who want to be with them. And, if you're not willing to give them that attention, lines, women and men. If you're not willing to provide that person with your attention during a date, especially if it's like a first date or like even I don't care what type of date it is. If you're giving more attention to the fucking waitress, which
come on, man, we love that though. That's like our thing.
Does
Bob,
that make you feel
Bob,
good? Does it make you feel sexy that a
waitress
waitress is doing her job and she's flirting with you just to take your money?
Back me up on the waitress thing, Bob.
Tip.
Go, Bob.
She's going to flirt with you. She's going to flirt with you because guess what? She's going to get that tip. Guys do it too. Male waitresses, waiters, whatever the fuck they're called, they do it too.
All right, go ahead, Bob.
I flirt with the waitress because, seriously.
Is it reciprocated?
She wants to hear more than, what do you want for dinner? Here's your bill, okay?
Yeah.
I promise you, she does not. She
Thing.
does not. I promise. My sister's a waitress. I promise you, she does not. She's doing it for the tip.
Oh, so from now on, we're not allowed to
Well,
talk
wait,
waitresses
you don't
except
know
for
that,
you
Neva.
think I steak
Yeah,
Yes,
medium
I
rare,
do. Naughty
baked
is a
potato,
waitress.
that's it. We're not talking.
We're not. Yeah. They
Waitresses
want that
do
flirtation.
for that. No, they don't.
Yeah, they
Especially
do.
from
All
old
right,
creep
Brian.
men.
Go ahead, Brian.
I have a couple
Look,
things.
I'm not going to
like,
ask her out. I'm not going to ask her what her cup size is. If
Are
she
you
has
sure?
hamburger eggs for breakfast, I'm going to go cook. All right. I can't
writing. Yeah.
Or cook? Did you say
Writing
cook?
on
I'm
top
sure
of Bob's topic, what he just said
cock.
is that if you have fun with the waitress,
Cock anymore.
which looks like flirting, they will come back to you and hang out with you and like give you better service more than any other table. Yes,
Because
that's a fact.
they're waiting for that tip.
No, that's a fact. You are the fun table that they want to go to get out of the normal.
I waited on tables back in the days.
I
Yeah,
used to wait on tables too.
With them for
The
that.
fun
The
tables,
fun-
I would
the
go
fun-
to them all the time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Break up the monotony of the day and go have fun and
Yeah,
make
but
my
that
job
doesn't
not a job.
necessarily have to be flirting. It could just because they're
No,
funny. People think I'm funny all the time.
But what I'm saying is that it looks
I
like
am.
flirting.
Yeah.
It looks like flirting.
Yeah. How about you, Bruce?
Okay,
How
explain to
about
me
you, Bruce?
Absolutely
what is flirting to a waitress.
But that's
Explain.
but
How
see
is
that
that?
goes
All right,
to,
well,
exactly that goes to somebody's definition of flirting. Because if
Yeah,
you're just
right.
there's being nice and there's being flirtatious. And sometimes
Yeah,
it can
I was
even be
being nice
both.
on the phone yesterday, and this guy was like
There's harmless
hitting
flirting.
on me, and I was like,
Right.
"You live with your mom." And you're going through a divorce.
Hey, people,
What the fuck?
married
And I was
guys
like,
that live with
okay.
their
He's
mom
like-
need love
and he
too.
was like,
They need love too.
Let me know when you're single.
Yeah,
And I was like, sir,
that
I'm
was
not single.
and one of our bars down here. Like I used to go to like vape shows and stuff. Like we were looking for like a nice looking girl to come around, like have fun at our shows. Like that was our goal. Like to have somebody go out there and have fun and flirt and just bullshit, whatever. Like serve people. Like that's the whole goal. I talked to a server. She's gonna come down for us. So I ended up getting her number. My wife got mad at me because I got her number. I'm like, it wasn't like that. It was.
But you took it. You should have just thrown it away.
All right, let me ask Bruce, because Bruce was married. Did you ever feel like maybe she was a little too flirtatious? Ever?
Well, she was a beautiful gal, so she always got a lot of attention, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, again, flirting is a perception in your relationship too.
Yep.
So,
right.
You know, if you know her and know her personality
and trust,
and trust, it may appear outwardly to somebody else that she's flirting, or it's just her personality, right? Outgoing personality, talkative, easy to talk to. She's not flirting. That's just her personality perception, right? So, you know, same with me. I mean, I'm an outgoing guy. We go on down to Mexico on a vacation. I'm always the center of a conversation out there by the swim up bar and pool. Yeah, she would get upset. I'd have, you know, gorgeous gals in a bikini buying me drinks at the swim up bar, trying to be on my volleyball team. And I would know it because if I would turn around and see her with her legs and arms crossed in a lounge chair, I knew I was in
you're
trouble.
caught up in that moment and you're not really paying attention to your partner. Honestly.
I have one activity I play
what are you,
when I go on
Dr.
vacation.
Ruth tonight, or what?
That's volleyball, and that's the only activity that I excuse myself, and I'm in her line of sight that I'm doing that activity. Right? I just unfortunately got too much attention from some young European girls.
Volleyball.
And that just
non-intentional.
Never been turned on.
Not intentional. Not intentional.
It was not intentional.
It's not like he's got a sign on his back.
It's not like I was giving them the attention; they were giving me the attention.
That's right.
I think a big part of it is knowing if your significant other can like cut it off when somebody else is being inappropriate.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing.
And I did. I turned around and saw that look in the chair. Was like, yeah, but I'm done playing volleyball, guys. I'm
because in
like the
my
finger snap,
experience, a lot of
red light
women
went on.
don't know when to cut a guy off, or they just won't do it. They won't be like, hey, look, that's too far, or you know.
No, she had me trained. She had me trained well. 33 years of marriage. I knew the look. I knew.
Yeah.
when the line was on the border of it.
No, but I'm saying like if a girl came on to you, Bruce, like if one of those girls would have said something inappropriate to you or touched you inappropriately, would you have been like, hey, look,
back off, bitch?
Like, I did. I turned around and it was funny because we went up to the swim bar. We finished playing volleyball. Mm-hmm. And so we went to the swimming bar. Well, there's a bunch of single guys. So I'm married. Obviously, I get the ring on, right? And the two girls there from Poland or Russia, I don't know, whatever. But so we went to the swimming bar. Well, I purposely sat where there was no empty seat next to me, right? Well, like, the girl sat one over, and I purposely sat the single guy in between us, right? The girls, and they're purposely ignoring the single guy and leaning back in their seat to talk to me behind the back of the single guys that I actually put in between us, right? So then at that point I knew, okay, time to excuse myself from the pool because even though I'm not doing
engaging it, you're not
engaging in it, I'm going to get the wrath of it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You knew when to cut it off. You knew when it was, and that's what I'm saying is the biggest thing is at least in my experience, a lot of women don't realize it. Or they just won't do it. Like they're just too nice, so they won't tell a guy, "Hey, look, chill, like
fuck off."
Don't.
I did have the guy at the bar.
Hold on, I have something to say.
We're in Reno. I got one more trip where the wife, she's drinking, we're drinking, and it was kind of slow. It was a later. She goes up to the bar in the casino. Well, I'm staying on playing the shop, but she's in my line of sight because I know she's a little tipsy and she's having a drink and she's talking to the bartender. Some guy walks over, sits down beside her, starts flirting, puts his arm around her, right? That was a mistake.
That was a mistake.
Didn't hurt him, but that's the quickest that he never felt his arm go back around behind his head pinned down on the bar.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's your wife? I said, yeah, and that was a big mistake. Let me buy you a drink. I'm sorry. It will never happen again.
Yeah.
And well, that's the problem. Guys don't know when to not be handsy.
But, I knew when. I knew when to end it. I didn't kill the guy, but his face was down on the bar. His arm was bent behind his head.
I don't think putting your arm around somebody is worth killing someone over. I think that's silly.
I didn't kill him. I just
that's what I'm saying. Didn't kill the guy.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just like because like I've had guys say like in the past I've had like my girlfriend be like, oh, like this guy texted me this or something like that, and I'm like a friend, and I'm like, okay, well, did you tell him that was across the line? Like you shouldn't have said, like, you have a boyfriend, like you live with me, like, and she said, no, I didn't want to cause an issue or something like that. And I'm like, no, that's not causing an issue. That's you putting a guy in his place, saying that was inappropriate because I am in a relationship.
You do the same with a woman?
Oh, of course. Yeah. I've slapped girls' hands, like girls try to touch me at the bar. I've straight up slapped their hands and been like, no, you don't touch me. I have a girlfriend. You know this. Don't touch me.
Going back, what I was trying to say, going back to the waitress thing, is it's different for men and women who are waiters and waitresses too, because sometimes women get uncomfortable and they go on with they continue with the conversation because they feel like they have to.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time. They feel
like they have to, and so they're like flirty and all this, but also like it's women also feel in danger all the time too.
Yeah,
all the time doing those types of jobs. What, Mom?
I said that's true. A lot of them do.
I mean,
like me, my little cousin, she lives down south.
She got something right once tonight.
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hey,
I have to mess with her. I haven't seen her in a while. I have to mess with her.
It's because I can't go over there. And the last time I went over there, I cried and Gracie got mad at me.
Are there any more topics or are we done?
There's one last one, I think. Here, hold on. Where is it?
You know what? You should get a spinning wheel just to spin topics. You change them all the time. It'll make things easier.
I think we kind of touched on this one before about acceptable amounts of calls. Acceptable.
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
What the fuck is that? That's ancient.
Did you see that? Well, this is because I don't want to get in trouble by YouTube and Facebook anymore with using pictures that I'm not supposed to use. I was pushing the limit with this one.
Everybody owns some type of. Why are women judged differently? I should have been in that one. Should have been in that one. Anyways,
would you date a guy that's 65 years old? Would you date a guy that's 65?
Depends.
See,
He might be wearing
It
them.
depends. I know. But what I'm saying is everybody has their own personal preference for what the age group they want to date. Honestly, it's none of my business. I
attraction
don't
is
go
attraction.
above 40.
Yeah,
Because,
attraction is attraction. So I
yeah.
mean, you can be attracted. Yeah, I
I'm
can be
27 years
30 and
old.
be attracted.
I may be a chunky monkey, but I have a very high sex drive, and I'm not trying to go with somebody.
Thanks for letting everybody know.
Everybody, you know, but I'm just saying, like, to me, I just want somebody who can keep up with it. That's why I don't date, like, you know. So my significant other is 32. I don't go above 40. I don't go anywhere near my mom's age.
Damn.
Because guys have hit on me. This one guy hit on me, and I literally told him to his face. I was like, if I had a penis, it would have retracted inside of my body, turned into a vagina, and it would have gotten so dry, it would have shriveled up like the Sahara Desert. That's how unattractive you are.
Jesus Christ.
I guess that's a no.
Talk about blowing some guy's ego.
No, because like, I
Fuck,
kept telling him
dude.
no.
Fuck.
He was
That guy
going
went home.
to-
That guy went home and just fucking shriveled up into a blanket and fucking.
He was going
Yeah.
too far, and he was like, "My dick's big," and I was like, "I don't give a fuck if your dick's big, sir. I don't want to sleep with you. You look older than my dad."
I know for a fact you didn't say sir.
I did. Mom. I did. I do not have a filter. I am not Nadia. I'm not my sister. Unfortunately, my sister's nice. She'll be like, "Oh, you're so sweet." Oh, no, fuck you. Stop talking to me. I don't like you.
Disrespect your person thing. There's the other one. We can't have all three of them in the same room. It'd be fucking dangerous.
My sister's on here. I want to see the comments live.
Yeah,
Hold on.
we can't have
Oh,
three of them
shit,
on the
where is
same.
she?
It would be Nadia, step
Nadia
in before we.
Quiet. Nadia would
Come
be
on.
quiet.
Well, you
Come
mentioned
on.
her name and she just popped up. So
Yeah,
Fuck,
Nadia.
she
Come
knows,
on,
like,
Nadia.
telekinesis.
We could
on.
have all three of you in here. It'd be hilarious.
She said behave.
Me and my
You can have all your girls in here.
Well, you need more women.
Well, yeah, they're afraid.
they're afraid.
I'm afraid.
Or they're in Canada.
I'm afraid. Uncle John, I'm not afraid to go in your garage,
They're
okay?
in Canada.
They're in Canada.
Oh, you're from Canada?
No, the girls are from Canada.
Most of we have a lot of Canadian people on.
It's because they laugh at us.
They're nice people. Canadian people are too nice.
I've watched
I think they're
Letterkenny.
too nice to us. I think they are
I've watched
actually.
Letterkenny. They make fun of us.
Eh?
Well, let me ask you, since you're on here, what worst foods to eat on a date? Worst foods to eat on a date?
I would say anything that bloats you because, well, it depends. Is it a first date or is it like
First date?
First date, anything that's gonna make your mouth, like your breath spicy, you know, like very rich garlics or oniony stuff or anything like that. I would go with a light date.
How about a guy that's
first
eating
dates, I
hot
think
wings?
you should do like coffee and stuff and get to know the person because depending on what type of coffee they drink, they can be a psychopath. You don't know.
Yeah, but we're talking about eating on the first date, not like a coffee shop first date.
Yep.
Yeah, not coffee shop.
What would you?
I would
avoid?
I would avoid like garlicky, oniony shit. Like, have you ever seen White Chicks?
Oh god.
Yeah, I have.
Like
yeah.
sauerkraut, fucking everything she did because she didn't want to make, or he, fuck, it's confusing. Everything that Marlon Wayne, was it Marlon Wayne? I don't give a fuck. One of the Wayans brothers ate to not get laid.
Yeah. Yeah,
like
sauerkraut.
Anything that
cauliflower
blows you because
would
I don't
do
want to
it.
have to I don't want to have to unbutton my pants if I'm wearing them, or all of a sudden I got I already have a pooch but a bigger pooch during it, you know, and then I got gas and I gotta go home. I don't want to shit in this bathroom and spend 15 minutes in there and then you question me when I come out.
Yeah, but your mom said she Indian food.
Yeah, but the whole
my mom
bullying.
loves Indian food, and let me tell you
Yeah.
something.
Not on a first date.
Nadia's at work. Nadia's at work.
Okay, but the way I look at it is more of me seeing them versus you yourself going someplace.
Yeah.
So if you feel bloated, if you feel like you have to use the restroom or whatever, that's a you thing. It's not on the opposite person's side. They don't see that. They don't see you being bloated. They don't see you doing this. Like what's
would pick,
unattractive?
like,
What's unattractive
general
to?
place.
Right, but what I think the question is, what's unattractive to you to see the other person eating on a first date?
I've never had that problem, so I'm just gonna like.
That's a whole different story here, right?
Yeah, let me like think about that. You know.
Hot wings.
What you want
Hot
to
wings,
see?
I don't mind, because if a man can fuck up wings like I can, he's a keeper. He's a fucking keeper. I had wings earlier while you guys are doing that scenario, and I was like, I don't see the problem.
Why weren't you on the show?
Your mom says she can look.
I was working.
Your mom says she can look sexy, like sucking a chicken wing down on the bone or a rib down on the bone.
My mom is the most disgusting eater I've ever seen. My mom moans.
She says it's sexy.
It's not like a good moan.
We're gonna get your mom to eat some wings on the show one night.
That woman eat
it might up ratings.
Sandwiches, fucking wings, ribs.
We want to see how sexy the rib and the wing looks.
It's
I've only been with one
promise.
person. I've only been with one person that was like that. It was weird. Every time she took a bite, it was just like, God, it's so good. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing over there? What did you get something different to eat than I did?
Were you dating my mom?
I didn't get that. No, it wasn't your mom.
That's how my mom eats. My mom.
No, that's what I said. I've only been with one person that was like
pretty. Like she's just like fuck it.
No, this
like takes the noodles with her hands and shit and like dangle them and eat them.
No, this person would moan and shit.
She says it's sexy.
My mom moans.
She's eating food sexy. That's what
Love you, mom. Love you, mom. But I've seen you eat many times. It's actually been a topic of subject between me and my sister. You moan when you eat, and it's gross.
It's weird.
It's fucking gross.
Especially if you're at the restaurant and you're just like, fuck, everyone's looking like, God damn, what? Can I get what? That's when you get that old. It's that old joke where the guy
I'm
I'm
insecure because I feel big and shit, and my mom's sitting here fucking up a whole plate of fucking mashed potatoes and steak and shit, and I'm like, and I got a salad or something, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Jennifer, where do you put it? Your ass?
Yeah, that's when the guy at the next table goes, I'll have what she's having. Because she's fucking sitting there, God. Oh my God, it's so good.
She's like that with like mussels and oysters and fucking and any type of seafood. My mom goes hard. I've never seen a woman eat like that. She eats like nobody I've ever seen before. It's horrible.
Damn.
Me and my sister were sitting there eating crabs at Kobe Sushi, talking about how horrible it is to watch our mom eat.
I'm glad that I'm part of the conversation.
Well, I hit all the topics. Unless you guys have new ones you guys want to add to the show, we still have a couple more minutes. I think. Yeah, it's 2:56. Anybody?
What?
It's 2 hours and 56 minutes.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I go, man, what clock are you looking at, John?
Yeah. We can have
I can't be on next Friday, but you'll see me more. I promise. I got opinions.
Why can't you be on next Friday?
I have to be ready in the morning for my aunt's funeral on Saturday.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What time?
Sir, I get out of work at 8:00. My boyfriend will be here, and I am not going to be worried about this show when my boyfriend is here.
She's gonna take care. She's gonna take care of business. She's gonna take care of business.
Yeah.
He's gonna go.
Are you saying that because he's Asian?
I don't know. Is he?
Yes.
Oh shit! All right, look at that. Bam. Is that what it sounds like when he comes? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have went there.
No, I don't think you want to know what he says.
Yeah, but the thing is, that now that thought's going to be there, so every time you guys have sex, you're going to think of that every single time.
I promise you that will not be in the back of my mind. I will not be focused
hilarious.
on that.
Hilarious.
It's too good to be focused on that.
It goes like this.
Speed racer.
Oh man!
You need to get that hammer sound, John.
Oh, the hammer.
Yeah.
When he opens,
Sir, from what I've been hearing, you do not hammer anything.
Access granted.
Oh, don't let the rumors come true.
Who's not hammering what?
The hammer has not been hammered in a while. Or
Who's
hammered
hammering?
anything.
My hammer?
No, sir,
he's
we're
talking
not
about
talking
me.
about your hammer.
Oh, no,
I don't want to
yeah.
imagine that when I go for family visits. No, thank
No,
you.
yeah, you don't want to go
He's
there.
talking about me.
Oh, he's are you kidding?
Were you gonna say he's hung? I swear to
No,
God.
I wasn't going to say he's hung.
God,
Why
you
would
have
I
seen
say that? Why would I
I
go
don't
there?
know. I swear to God, you've seen it. I know you have.
No.
We've already gone to
He has not.
out.
Went on a very weird trajectory
Yeah,
here.
no. John has not. John will
has
not.
I'm on to you, Uncle John.
I just want to see his overnight handbag collection. That's all I want to see.
Said you
It's
want
an
to see his
overnight
ham. I
bag.
was
It's
like,
not a
no.
handbag. It's an overnight bag.
It's an overnight bag.
Oh my god.
I thought you said you wanted to see his ham. I know what that means.
No. All right, guys.
No, we had a long talk about the gals I'd been dating lately. That when you pick them up for the first date, they trot out to the car
Hi,
with
John.
an overnight bag.
JP. Finally, JP comes in. I wish he could be a part of this conversation, but it'd be bad.
Bruce golfs. He's retired. He golfs every fucking day. Lives in Modesto, and he golfs
3 days a week. Besides, I have naturally dark skin.
What's so enticing about golfing?
It's hitting a little white ball. What's not enticing
it's
about
not really the only activity you
rather
can
play
do when they shut the country down for COVID. You can't travel and go on vacations or any of that.
Yeah.
No thanks.
So it's really about the only thing left to do that they haven't freaking shut down on you.
Baseball.
I've never golfed.
Baseball shut down.
I've putt, and then I got extremely aggressive and almost beat the shit out of my sister.
All competition sports, competitive team sports have been shut down, and they're not reopened up in any of the
They
counties.
still have putt open. I checked.
Yeah, well, I do the real golf, not the putt.
Yeah, we're not going putt golf.
Yeah,
not even on the first date.
Yeah, no, I don't golf. The way I look at it is, if I want to play a fetch, I'm just gonna go and get a dog.
Moment of silence.
Just saying.
It hit us all at the same time.
I'm
just not sure what having fetch has to do with playing golf, but
because you go hit it, you go fetch it yourself. Yep.
Where are you going golfing tomorrow, you bastard?
All right, guys, I gotta go rinse some extensions.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else, but okay.
I gotta go rinse some extensions. That happened earlier today.
Oh, my drum.
Access granted.
You may leave.
It definitely was.
Oh, hey, when you see your boyfriend.
All
right, I'm done with this. John,
all right, peace out, guys.
All right, guys, we're done. We're out of here.
All right.
Thank you. We'll see you guys next Friday. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Nada. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian.
Bye.